Hey guys, J-Man here. Welcome to the first episode of Circle of Iron. This is kind of replacing our Days of High Adventure. And the reason that came about was that we wanted to cover different kinds of movies, not just adventure movies. So I decided, because Circle of Iron, the movie that we did, which is the Bruce Lee script that they adapted, we had a great stream. And we really did a deep dive in that movie. Now, we're not going to deep dive every movie that way, but because that was really kind of well received and I had fun doing it, I thought Circle of Iron, let's call ourselves Circle of Iron, and we can talk about different kinds of movies. So that's what we're going to do today. Before we get started, we got a great panel lined up. Let me talk about what's happening. On Monday, it is Earth's Mightiest Mondays, and we're going to be covering 4 more issues of The Avengers. This is episode number 27. So we're into the 100s now. So 101, 102, 103, 104. We've got The Avengers fighting Sentinels. Yeah. Oh my God, that is awesome. A whole different kind of ball game here. With I was really surprised at how awesome that story was. That kind of the last 3 there. And you got a Grim Reaper shows up, which is great. Grim Reaper makes an offer that Vision can't refuse, or, maybe he can refuse it. We'll see tomorrow. Tuesday, I'm going to be on Wrestling with Horror. That's my buddy Pete's channel. And we're going to be talking about Until Dawn, which is I guess it's a PlayStation game that got turned into a movie. And it's obvious. It's like, oh, that's probably some, video game. Probably works great in a video game. Maybe not so much in the movie, but we're going to talk about it on Tuesday. On Wednesday, almost everybody on this panel is going to be on the Action Elite Live. That's my friend Owen's channel. And we're going to be talking about Chuck Norris and Lou Gossett Jr. in their epic fantasy movie of high adventure called Firewalker. Little known fact, no one walks on fire in that movie, so it's a little bit of actually, do they? No, there is a fire in it, but nobody walks on fire. So, but other than that, it's Firewalker, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, Thursday I'm taking the night off, but Friday, the return of Fantastic Fridays. Yes, we're back. And speaking of teams fighting the wrong guy, we've got the Fantastic Four fighting Magneto. So, wow, this upcoming week is going to be like Acts of Vengeance, the mini version of Acts of Vengeance. So really a lot of fun. I've already read a few of these here, so pretty damn cool. Okay, 1 week from today, we're coming back for Imperious Rex, continuing our look at 1962. We're going to try to finish looking at every comic that came out in 1962. We've got a few months left, so hopefully we can finish that up on Sunday. At this point in time, I would like to thank our super friends. These are the channel members, so we thank them for every stream. So let's give a big thanks to Dan, Sean, Stephen, Brennan, Mark D, RR, Philip Story, Digger Jim, Quagnar, Just Joe, FK, and GT, and of course, we thank Clobberin Times. I don't think Clobby liked this movie. I don't know if he liked this. Oddly enough, this one never came up as a topic of conversation in our private lives. The Hunter from the Future did come up, and he didn't like that movie. So he's allowed to be wrong sometimes. That's fine. But anyways, put a CT in the chat anyways, because we always like to honor him because he was a great guy. So there you go. All right, let's get going here. I'll start bringing in the folks. Hello. We're all in circles because it's Circle of Iron. Isn't that? Wait a minute. I see what I get it. It's like a circle. It's like a circle.
It's circles.
It's circles this time. Yeah. Thank you, StreamYard. We were sick for my $600 circle payment or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's now $600. Well, we added circles. I'm like, okay, if you take them away, can I get like 100 something? No, you can't get. It's like, all right.
For $1,000, you get Star Wipes and you get the
hexagons and all this other bullshit stuff that nobody wants. All right, let's bring in. We use this one for him. You.
No, I think StreamYard needs to give us the Wayne's World. That's what
Let's do the Scooby Doo.
Yeah, that's what we need.
I was gonna say we gotta do the Canadian. We gotta do these streams in Canadian. At least Sean and I. Welcome to our stream, eh? We're gonna be looking at a beauty movie, Phantom of the Paradise.
It's a beauty movie. Yeah.
Beauty shot in 2B, 2 beers. It looks good. He's got the, shot in 2B, 2 beers. It looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, I should clip that. Do the Canadian. Welcome to our stream, eh? So, all right. Let's. Oh yeah, we use this. We'll use this one for for Ross today.
How's it going, eh?
How's it going, eh?
Are you friendly? No way. Enemy of civilization.
Civilization, yeah. All right. So we've got a special guest tonight. He's on Earth's Mightiest Mondays, but he either really likes this movie and made it his avatar, or he really hates this movie and it's an in joke and he made it his avatar. I don't know which one it is, but let's bring him in so we can find out what the heck is going on. Where's my? I'll use this one.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hey, classic. All right, so we got one person here. Swift -1. Thank you for. Oh, what is that avatar?
It's like a little newt waving or something.
No. What's his picture?
Oh, the avatar. I don't know. It's a
whatever it is. It looks like a great movie. Tell us what that's from.
Yeah, I have no clue what that is.
That looks like it's like She Killed in Ecstasy or one of these like weird like Italian Admiral Tiag is here. What's going on? Thank you for being here.
What's happening?
All right.
Paul Williams peeking over my shoulder.
Oh, there's Swan. Yeah, you don't have beef though. Where's the beef?
Beef's like right below him, isn't it? Isn't that beef?
Beef is below him. Yeah, he's below.
Yeah,
him.
he's at the shoulder
because it's like a cinema scope or.
Yeah, I have to chair. I'll change it to this for a second.
Yeah,
there
you go.
Oh yeah.
See.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
There's the beef.
There's the beef.
Wendy's. Where's the beef?
Teague. Oh, Teague. Okay, Teague. Thank you.
All right, Teague.
Thank you.
Remember that.
All right, classic. So what's the deal with this movie? I've got it on Blu-ray, Shout Factory, so that's good. I can show that off. But why? Do you like this movie?
I do. I mean, you're probably going to find the story a little underwhelming, but the reason I chose it was when I was first planning to make a channel. I wanted something that was kind of had a comic book. Originally, I was going to do a comic book character,
right?
But there were so many people using them. Like originally I wanted to do Rorschach. That was what I was going to use. But there were other people using that. And I wanted something that basically that not a lot of other people were using. And at one point I remembered Phantom of the Paradise. I thought, he had, because he's not a comic book character, but he has a comic book look.
Right.
And I thought, I hadn't seen anybody else using him. So I thought, that would be a good one. And that was basically it.
Yeah, it is pretty. It's definitely iconic. I've got the movie up so we can kind of like go through it a bit. But
you're worried about the comic book thing because.
Sorry,
you're right about the comic thing because I know somebody who dated Dave Stevens, and she said that he was obsessed with this movie, and a lot of it went into the Rocketeer helmet.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, that is so awesome.
Okay, yeah. I can kind of see that. Yeah,
I can definitely see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is one of these movies where I was aware of it mostly because of The Mask, right? Mm-hmm. Jessica Harper to me is Suspiria, right? Mm-hmm. That's the big movie I know her from, and I don't know what happened, but one day I was looking up Suspiria, and I then saw her, and I was like, oh yeah, what else is she in or something? and it's like Phantom of the Paradise. Oh, what's this all about? What's this movie? So I don't remember. I don't think there was internet. I don't even know. There may have been internet at that. Yeah, there would have been. I think I was looking up on the internet because I don't remember seeing this before internet. Because like before internet, I only had, either Starlog or whatever those
Cinema Fantastique
and all that, and Femme Fatale. I was collecting that, and Fangoria, right? So I don't think I saw this in any of those. So I think it was internet days, and I don't have this on DVD, and I never had it on VHS. So the first version I ever had was the Shout Factory Blu-ray, and I think it all came together nicely. Like, it was either up for, I was like, Phantom of the Paradise, what's this about? And I looked, I was like, oh, this looks like super cool. And then I'm like, oh, it's out. I was like, oh, look, it's so maybe it was on pre-order, or like it all fell into place. So it's like I was able to get the Blu-ray, and I watched it. I thought this was awesome. And I watched a lot of the features, but that was back then. I don't remember how long ago that was. So the Shout Factory one is a pretty cool, I'll show you the, they did their kind of, they did their
excellent. It is covers. So if you don't have this and you're even remotely interested in it, you should have it.
You should have it. Yeah, it's super awesome. And I think it's got the reversible cover. Yeah, so I usually for these I reverse the cover, because if I have the slipcase, then I'd rather have two covers. So then this is the flipped.
Oh yeah,
the flipped cover. And it's a 2-disc.
Exactly like that in the movie.
Yeah. So to me, this, I know like it's not a comic book movie, but I like these kinds of movies anyways. I'd never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I for some reason I equate those two together. It's as though maybe they're like, I don't know if they're spiritually connected, like they feel like they're kind of both weird. I have no idea. Like, I just thought this was a super weird movie, but the guy looked awesome. I love the lightning bolt, like shooting the lightning bolt, which we'll look at when that was cool. Basically the guy looked cool, and it's basically Phantom of the Opera with, they're kind of
right. Would you like to know how they're connected?
Hold on a second. We will learn that in a second. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't know how they're connected. So you can.
No. I'll wait my turn. That's good.
Yeah. Give me a sec. And anyway, so I watched. I thought this was awesome. First of all, the juicy fruits. That's super funny. And like musicals for me, like it's just weird. Like sometimes I like them. Like I don't dislike musicals, because I watch Bollywood movies and a lot of them are musicals, right? Almost all, or have a large music component. I do like, Singing in the Rain. I do like Sound of Music also, but Singing in the Rain. But also like some of the weird ones, like Repo, right?
I knew you were going to say that.
Out in the theater, or like a Sweeney Todd or something, like some of these weirder ones that are kind of got some neat elements to them. They're not just like a standard musical. But then sometimes, like I didn't like Chicago, for example. I thought that was whatever. I did like Moulin Rouge because it just had really neat visuals. I thought that movie version of it, which with Nicole Kidman and whatnot. So anyways, but this was like way cooler because you had all these awesome characters. Like this could have just been a comic book. This reminds me of like Tank Girl or something, where everything going on in Tank Girl is weird and neat.
I can see that.
Yeah, right. Like, I like this kind of look.
Technically, it's not a musical because all of the songs are performed on stage as part of the concert or an audition.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, it's not formatted in the same way or whatever. It's like
that makes a difference.
Yeah, the songs play a part in the story versus the songs telling the story or whatever, right? Like it's a bit different.
They're not having a conversation in song.
Correct.
They're performances.
They're performances.
And like movies like Repo, I don't call musicals, they're operas, which are two completely different things.
Yep.
And that's why I lean more heavily to like the Repo and Sweeney Todd and stuff like that. Musicals, I hate musicals. I can't stand that break into song, telling the story. I don't like it. This is more palatable to me.
Right. Well, yeah. So there you go. Now, I like Judy Garland. So I've seen almost all of her movies. I think there's only like 2 or 3 that I haven't yet seen. But so I like her. So I'm okay with it. I'm used to that. But also, growing up in my place with my grandparents, they didn't like anything that's too weird. Like, my grandfather liked Dukes of Hazzard and James Bond. He likes simple things. It's like, I know who the bad guys are, I know who the good guys are, and nothing too crazy is happening.
Right.
Right. Like, like Boss Hog isn't murdering like people. It's just shenanigans. Even James Bond, there's nothing really evil going on. Like somebody might get killed, but it's not like Friday the 13th or something crazy or John Wick where it's like ultra violent, right? Like he wouldn't like John Wick. He'd just be like, what is this? Right. Like, so he liked those kinds of things, simpler, right? Like simpler kind of stuff. Anyway, so he would not like this though, but he just wouldn't like this way. He definitely would not like this way. Anyway, so that's my thing. So I'm new to this movie in the sense that I when the Blu-ray came out, that's when I had seen it. So Sean, when did you first encounter this?
I saw this on TV first, but I saw it like towards the end onward. And the problem is, if you caught a movie back in the old days, when you caught a movie partway through, you probably didn't know what the hell you were watching, and there was no way to find out. If the TV guide said to be announced, and the bumpers before and after commercials just said great movie or midday movie, but they didn't tell you what the movie was, and you had no info button, then you were screwed.
That's my Phantasm 2 story. I missed the beginning. I started Phantasm 2 when they were making the 4-barrel gun. I was like, this guy just put two barrel. I was like, wait a minute, this guy just did 2-barrel. It's like math. I'm like, this is. Like, he took 2-barrel guns. He's got 4. I'm like, this is the best movie ever, and I didn't know what it was. Anyways, and they put the credits on. All right, so sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so like I think the scene I caught it onward was when they're revealing that Paul Williams made a deal with the devil, like he's in the bathtub and everything, and I saw this cool guy in a mask watching it, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome, and I could tell right away that's the bad guy and this is the good guy, right? And then he sees that what's her face is going to be married, and then he has to rush off, and I'm like, oh, it's like Batman, this is awesome. I don't know what it was, and the thing is, I was keenly aware even back then. I was maybe 9 or 10, watching it, that in the 70s when they made a slick production like this, it's because they were building it around a star of some sort. And I was like, who's the star here? I don't even know. And
Paul Williams.
And my dad. Well, hold on. And my dad walked in, and he's like, and I asked him, and then he's watching, and he's like, that guy, and I'm like, well, who's that? He's like, Paul Williams, and I didn't know as a kid that Paul Williams was in everything I liked. So I was like, who's this guy, right? He's like, Ballad of Planet of the Apes. He's Lil Enos in the Smoking the Bandit movies. And of course, the Muppet movie. He wrote all those awesome songs. Yep. Rainbow Connection is his best song. He's always said that. So I was like, what the hell? And he looks freaky. Like he looks. I know he understands how he looks on screen, but he looks kind of like because he put him in kind of overgrown clothes. He looks kind of weird.
He looks weird. Yeah. Hey Anthony, how's it going? This is Phantom of the Paradise. Check it out. Brian De Palma, great movie.
Yeah. So as I got older, I realized what this movie was when we got Bravo here in Canada, and I had an info button, and they played it. I was like, oh, okay, Phantom of the Paradise. That's what this thing is. And then when it became available to buy on DVD, I bought it. And then there's the Blu-ray as well. I grew up with this movie. It's to me, there's a lot of these like 70s rock musical / opera things that, like from the mid 70s to the mid 80s. Like I love The Apple. I know it's terrible. I love I love I've always loved Xanadu.
Yep, that's coming out. That's coming out. That's coming out on Tuesday, 4K.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get
Doesn't make it any better.
Oh, yeah, but Ross has to go. Take it easy, buddy. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate
it. But yeah, there's a few things I was always puzzled by, and we never had the internet. So like the superimposed logo on the podium in the yeah. So I looked it up. I think we all looked it up, right? And it's basically they're covering over a logo that some other company claimed to own, and it has nothing to do with the movie, but it looks so distracting. It's like this thing, and it's because they didn't have digital technology like we have now. It wasn't seamless, right? So
the good news is that on the Blu-ray it looks even more distracting.
Oh my god! Yeah.
It's like a Fred Savage mole in Austin Powers. Mole. It's like
Paul Williams, like ever since the YouTube became a thing, I look up Paul Williams clips all the time. I don't understand the history of the the soundtrack. So the hell of it, I love that song. And I use it at work and stuff. Like we have Halloween events. I always use it. But this movie was what, 1974. So all of a sudden in 1977, he's playing it on TV specials and stuff. Like in he's on a Brady Bunch Friday Hour where he pushes Greg and Peter Brady into a pool. It's awesome. And he's on Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew Meet Dracula, and he plays the song there as well. That's very 70s, eh? And yeah, I don't know. The song is awesome. Clearly, he loved it too because he's playing it well after the movie came out. All the songs here are great. My last thing is, I guess, like I had to look this up, and they are producing one now, but I don't know why they never did. They make every stinking movie into a Broadway musical. Everything. There's a Mrs. Doubtfire fucking musical, and there's a Billy Elliot, like all this shit. Why in hell would this not be on Broadway?
Because there was a huge flop.
It's like
when
everything is all
out,
performances, and so you figured this would have been the first thing someone would have made in that huge craze of just dumping movies onto Broadway. This should have been the first one, but I don't know. They're producing one now, but I'll watch it.
They should do Cobra.
Cobra.
Someone
will. There's like
crime is a case, and I am the cure.
I might actually go to that. I would be the very first one that I would ever go.
They have a song called "Cutting the Pizza."
The axes and they'll do it to the
he gets into the axes.
The audience gets their own little plastic ones, and we we clack along with.
God, is a disease.
And then 5 years from now, someone will make one. It's like, hey, wait a minute,
that's copyright me. Okay, so Charlie.
This is awesome. This is a great like 70s thing, and I love how they like the look of it, all the color gels and everything. It's the 70s, right? And that weird area where the Phantom is composing his music. There's like grass around it, but it's like indoors. It's sort of weird, but it's fun. I love all that stuff. This guy, what is it, William Finley? He's great because he's like all goofy here and stuff. And when he's the Phantom, he's like bird-like and stuff. And you never really see a full-on thing of his face. He's always like turning to the side. You see it in these pictures here, like classic.
Yeah, we'll go through. Okay, so we'll just so you're good. We'll go through the movie and go more detail. Yeah. So Charlie, this is the first time you've ever seen this. So let me go Ross. I'll let Classic go last. So Ross, Did you see this in the theater?
I did, but I didn't see it on its original theatrical run because I was really young when it came out.
Okay.
So we had a revival house in Pasadena called the Rialto, and that was like where they had the Rocky Horror Picture Show as a midnight movie. And by the time from like about 5th grade till through high school and that was like the place to see things on the big screen because almost nobody had a VHS. There was like one rich guy in my school who had a VHS recorder at the time. So we'd go see other movies, and then they'd have a trailer for Phantom of the Paradise, and I was like, I have got to see this movie. And then eventually I got to see it there, but it was like the 80s at that point, so it had been making the rounds. It's kind of like you nailed it, J-Man. It is kind of like in the same breath as the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I don't think the songs hold up, and it doesn't have the same energy as Rocky Horror. You've never seen Rocky Horror, right?
No, I thought so. I don't know. So what's the connect? Is there a connection, or
there's a very deep connection. So there's a little known sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show called Shock Treatment.
I that came up when I was researching this movie.
Okay, Jessica Harper plays Janet. So she's one of the 3 main leads.
She replaced
Jessica
Harper. Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Yeah,
I like her better. There's parts of Shock Treatment that I like a lot better than Rocky Horror. In fact, when they were promoting it, they said it's not a sequel, not a prequel, but an equal to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. In some ways, I think it is, and part of it's because she's so awesome in that movie. So anyway, so I've loved this movie since like the first time, since I saw the trailer. All I needed to see was the trailer, and then I got the DVD of it. I had it on VHS, and then I got the DVD of it. And then I got the Shout Factory Blu-ray, and then I was showing.
Yes, let me make you full screen. One sec. Okay, put it in front of your face. So that's the novelization on it.
That's the novelization, and I've got the soundtrack on vinyl downstairs.
That's
it's
awesome.
By Bjorn Rostang. Never heard.
That's like my favorite novelist. I don't.
Yeah, right. So I'm sure it adds like all kinds of depth to it. But every little bit of Phantom nuggets, trivia nuggets, I'm all over it. And then, so I was going to ask you guys, you being you Canadians, being the civilized people that you are, you have something called Phantom Fest that happens. So that's happened before. Did you ever make that? Because like Paul Williams showed up, and it's like everybody who was involved with this cast seems to love it. It wasn't like Rocky Horror where it took them a while to come around and embrace it.
Yeah, so I'm looking. I'd have to see.
It's here. It's in Toronto.
Yeah,
I've never been. No,
we
missed it. We just missed it.
Yeah. No, it was like last week. It was Fan Expo. It was Fan Expo weekend. So like that wasn't going to happen.
Oh yeah, okay.
But no, I may have gone before. I'd have to see. Like the thing is, I used to go to anything just to watch whatever. Like I got to see. I saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 1, like in film form.
Mm-hmm.
And the actual reel burned at the end when he was swinging the chainsaw.
Oh,
it actually burned. We're like, oh, so it's like we're the last people who are going to get that version.
Yeah.
But like I saw like Shivers, or They Came From Within. However you know that Cronenberg movie.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that in the theater. Like a lot of weird. And then they would do like Big Trouble in Little China. I don't know how many things I saw in the theater. I saw a lot of crazy movies in the theater because they'd play them. Evil Dead, all three, so it's like, I go to all these and I don't know what the festivals were called. I just like whatever would come up. We got to go down and hit it. Right. Like for sure. Like Texas 1 is awesome. I don't know, Sean, did you come with me? Friday the 13th, Part 3 in 3D.
No, I didn't see that. I went to see that.
It was awesome.
That's my favorite 3D movie.
So
yeah.
Phantom Fest part of like a series of crazy movies
I think it's like a bunch of things.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know exactly, right? Like I just like it's like I didn't really pay attention to what like the one we have right now is Black Belt Cinema. So that played Tiger Claws, and I met Jalal Merhi and all that. So
yeah, we went to that.
So Black Belt, and there's another one that does horror, and they did what was the last one they did? I don't remember, but like, and they're across from the Vinegar Syndrome store. So we show up early to these screenings. Then we go to Vinegar Syndrome and spend 2 hours. We literally watched Champagne and Bullets the entire movie in the store.
Wow.
And then went across to go. It's literally across the street. So we looked and said, is there a line? No, I think we're good. Let's stay a little longer.
My brain melted that there's a Vinegar Syndrome store. So
anyways, continue.
Videos of Phantom Fest, and like they'll like almost everybody who's still alive at there's been different Phantom Fests, right? That's one. And I've seen videos of like the cast, almost every living cast member will go to one or the other. And like Jessica Harper goes like, hey, you guys want to hear me sing Old Souls or something like that? And everyone's like, yes. And she just gets up, 60, 70 something year old Jessica Harper gets up and sings a song and knocks it out of the park. And it's awesome. So, she is awesome. It's nothing like it's not anywhere on the same level as Rocky Horror as far as the fandom or like I said, the music or anything else. But I do love this one a lot. I don't think, and like I said, I don't think the songs are good, but they're not as good as the best of the Rocky Horror stuff. And I do love I've seen almost all of the rock musicals from that era. So I've seen The Apple, love it. I've seen Jesus Christ Superstar many, many times, love it. And some of the other ones I don't like nearly as much as the more fantastical ones, like this one, the Rocky or Shock Treatment. So, So anyway, I mean, this is like 100% solidly in my wheelhouse. Oh, also, quick anecdote: a couple of years ago at Comic-Con, there was a dude dressed up as cosplaying as the Phantom. Well, I have two friends. I have a friend who cosplays as the Phantom, and he's got the build for it, and the costume is absolutely movie accurate. It's
Mhm.
amazing. This guy at Comic-Con, he's like our age and really didn't have the physique to pull off the skin tight black jumpsuit.
Gee, we know what that means.
But nevertheless, well, he wasn't as bad as you would think. I'm making him sound worse than he was. So he, so he, but he put in the effort, and he had the helmet, and then he had like a voice thing. So he was like,
Oh, that is awesome.
so I was like, dude, I talked to him. I spoke to him. I was like, dude, respect for that voice thing. And he's like, nobody sings my song, the Phoenix. And I was like,
oh man, that is awesome.
So anyway,
Well, nobody sings in that movie. They all just go right into the bed. That was the best, the big casting couch. Okay, so we'll get deeper into it. Okay, so let's do classic last. So Charlie, this was your first time ever. You don't know anything about this. Is the J-Man just picked some random ass movie? I don't know what this is. Now I did not give the guarantee on this movie.
You did not.
I did give the guarantee on Space Hunter. There's a few where I've given, and if I give the guarantee, you can be 100% calm and relaxed that it's going to be awesome. I did not give the guarantee on this one because I have no idea. Like, to me, it's a goofy movie that I love. I think it's super neat and creative. Guy off the street, like my wife saw the trailer, she's like, pass. I was like, I had a feeling you were going to say pass. I thought I'd give you the option first. She's like, no. So, all right. What were your thoughts?
I was about 20 minutes in going, do I really need to be there tonight?
Oh, no.
Okay, to be fair, part of the problem, finger quotes problem, is that it's a product of its time.
Right.
It is very 70s.
And that's fine. And, you know, 70s. I am, like I was saying earlier, I do not like musicals. My mom watched them all the time. I felt like they were just always crammed down my throat. And I've kind of grown up resenting them more or anything. And then my kids were in that era of the Disney musicals, high school bullshit. And I'm just like, I'm over it. I don't like it. I like the operatic ones. I do like Rocky Horror Picture Show. I've seen it probably a half a dozen times. I'm not a fanatic like that has turned into. But this movie, classic, is the first time I've ever seen this picture when he would pop up in the chat. And I'm just like, I have no idea what that picture is. J-Man seemed to know. Then he picked this movie, and I'm still going, I had no idea it was even a musical when I started it. Like, I just heard musical-esque. It's not actually a musical. They do concerts.
So, Charlie, do you like the Blues Brothers?
I like the Blues Brothers, but I don't watch it very often. It's one of those, I kind of got to be in the mood to watch. This one, I think, even among musical movie fans, this is very niche. I have never seen or heard of this. I mean, to even know that there is a festival for it, or that I'm the only one here that has never heard of it, blows my mind.
My mind too, bro.
Yeah, I'm just like, I have no idea what you guys were smoking when you were younger, because this movie was batshit insane. I know we're going to get into it more deeper, but there were so many times I'm just like, I have no clue what's going on. I was actually on my phone, not because I was bored, but I went, the fuck is Faust again? And I had to look up like the brief summary of Faust. And I went, okay, I get that part. And I was like, you know how long it's been since I've seen Phantom of the Opera? Probably 30 years. So I'm refreshing myself on Phantom of the Opera going, okay, I kind of get this. And I am watching this movie. Thankfully, it's not long.
It's
hour
very
40.
short.
Yeah. So I never really got bored. And I do love, I forget his name now, but the guy we were just talking about, the short guy, the Swan.
Paul Williams, Swan or whatever.
So Paul Williams, what Sean said was exact. I started looking him up going, God, this guy's familiar, but I can't place him. I knew him from Smoking the Bandit. He's also a voice actor in a ton of stuff I grew up watching. He's the penguin in the Batman animated series.
He's Brainiac in one of the like. Once you start looking him up, you're like, holy shit, this guy's in everything ever or whatever.
And there was a moment he has like a monologue or something. He's talking, and I kind of closed my eyes and went, "Fuck, I can see Oswald. I can see Oswald talking right now." I was like, "Okay, I totally get who this guy is." I have questions as this movie goes. I'm sure that's not a surprise, but we'll get into it.
The answer to all of those questions is going to be,
Drugs.
cocaine. Yeah. Now, did you see? Have you guys seen the clip where Paul Williams is on the Tonight Show promoting Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, and he has the
He
makeup.
had full
yeah,
orangutan
he's in the
makeup,
ape.
and he was like, "I just came back from the set," and he's like smoking a cigarette or something, just sitting in the chair with the full ape makeup, orangutan makeup on, and Johnny Carson's like laughing his ass off, and he's
That's
like,
awesome.
"I got this way from drinking too many banana daiquiris."
He looks like he looks like he's Planet of the Apes without. He's almost it's just like with the hair and everything. I was like, oh my god,
Virtually he looks exactly the same.
he's the same. Yeah, Virgil. Yeah, Virgil. Yeah, he's the same. He's basically the same.
There's moments he looks like a really shrunk down John Denver with that haircut.
But they made him like this big, like all the women want him and all this.
I know. I was like, I'm not. That's the most unbelievable thing in this movie.
No, he was a rock star, man.
He's
Back
a rock
then,
star,
he was like on all the shows. He was a rock star, and he wrote that song, the Coca-Cola song. I'd like to teach the world to sing.
Oh yeah,
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he was on Policewoman. I've got that on DVD. Okay, classic comics. Why? What happened? Why this movie? Why?
What did you do to me, classic?
like my favorite movie's Conan. You know, there's like and Superman and Star Wars. Sean likes Star Wars, and you know, Charlie likes. What's your favorite movie, Charlie? Like,
stuff like Demolition Man.
Demolition Man, movies, Judge. You like Dredd and RoboCop and Total Recall and stuff. So and then it's like classic comics. Oh, I like Phantom of the Paradise. Oh, okay. Phantom of the Paradise.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's not like it's my favorite movie ever. I do like the movie a lot. I do think I think it's just got a lot of charm to it. And but how I first came by it was I saw it on TV back in it was probably like 79, maybe give or take here, because it aired on television. It was like a late night movie thing, and I remember seeing it then and really liked it. And you know, although admittedly some of the stuff went over my head, I think I didn't quite get it all. And I've seen it a few times over the years. I know I saw it at least once or twice in the 90s, and then a few years back I got it on DVD, of course. And you know, it is such a product of its time. And I mean, it's got Paul Williams. How more 70s can you get? And but you know, it's just interesting because it's this it's the Phantom of the Opera, but with these elements of Faust, and also there's a picture of Dorian Gray.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Into it as well, with the videotape that, you know, he can't die as long as this videotape is okay. And actually, you know, Sean mentioned, you know, that they had to change all the logos and stuff. And so what it was I forget the guy's name, but the manager, there was this like rock producer or agent. He was like the agent for Led Zeppelin. And I'm sure he had other acts, but that was like the big one. And like somewhere around the time this movie was being made, he started a new like record company or production company called Swan Song Records. And of course, that's what Swan's record company is called, or in the movie. And so when he found out about that, he basically threatened legal action if they didn't take all that out. So that's why they had to go through the movie and either cut out stuff, or every incident of like Swan Song Records, you know, they had to cover it up. They didn't get it all because there's somewhere like it's just there very briefly. You know, you really can't see it, or it's obscured, or it's really small, or something like that. But that's
you never saw it till the clarity of the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Like in that opening shot when they show the marquee and you see, you know, the Phantom of the Paradise up there on the marquee. Originally, the marquee said Swan Song, and they just had to put that over to cover it. And yeah, I mean, they just do a whole lot of that through the film.
Yeah, so we can so like I like this font. Like I can't play it because it'll
yeah.
Anything else classic, or should we start going through the?
We can get into it. That's fine.
All right, so you got the juicy fruits. They're gonna move you. No.
Was the gum out before this, or
that Pressman Films? That's the producer of your Stallone Judge Dredd movie, Edward Pressman.
Oh yes.
There's a connection.
I like the Death Records. There is a Death Records T-shirt which I looked up after watching this. You can get it on TeePublic. They can do it for you.
Okay, that's pretty.
Throughout the 80s and 90s, almost every convention I went to, you could either buy the T-shirt or some dude was wearing the T-shirt. And then I would look at the guy and he'd look at me and we go, bro,
Well, the Juicy Fruits are totally lame, which is great. It makes them even. They're like I love Sean and I love Josie and the Pussycats, and they've got Du Jour, which is the alternate Josie and the Pussycats band, and it's like the boy band Du Jour, and then they all blow up in the plane, but then they survived, and then they got beat up at the Metallica concert. They land in the Metallica concert and they get beat up. And
they survive the plane crash and they get destroyed in the Metallica concert.
Yeah, so they're all in like cast except for the one guy. He's like, well, you don't look too bad. He's like, oh, I knew all of the lyrics to Enter Sandman, so I was able to survive. But Du Jour is the best thing in that movie. But like the Juicy Fruits are odd. Look how they're great.
And there was a lot of 50s nostalgia going on at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think American Graffiti had come out just the year before.
Oh, awesome!
Well, and of course, Na was supposed to play that role.
Yeah,
made too many demands.
Yeah, that's who I immediately think of as Sha Na Na when I see these guys, because they were kind of like the most prominent sort of throwback band, that kind of 50s doo-wop act kind of thing. But De Palma and Lucas, they went to film school together, so they were pretty tight. So I'm sure Lucas probably saw this film. But and then of course Happy Days was on, and that was really popular and had spinoffs and everything.
Right.
So I like how this guy's addressing the camera. That's good. Swan he's talking to, but it's like try to look, it's a smile. I always like looking at like, what's the guy have on his jacket and that kind of a thing. Like, looks like some Billy Jack here. Smile. I don't know what else is on some green button. It's like, this guy. Sean, no, interesting fact. Bowser, was that the guy's name? The deep.
Yeah.
So I was scared as a kid whenever Sean and I would come on, then Bowser would start singing, and I actually would get scared. My mom's like, Bowser scared you. As a kid, it was like the voice, or like, oh, what is this weird voice? No problem with anything else. Like I could watch any horror movies, but like if I was Bowser, it's like, so they're looking for the new sound. There's what's his face, Leech, doing his, and they made him look like literally the thickest glasses. Like I just got new glasses. They all have they didn't have the thin. I guess they didn't have the thin lens technology. It's like these super Coke bottle
they're the Coke bottle ones, man. My best friend growing up had Coke bottle ones, and now he went to the Air Force and they fixed his eyes and he doesn't wear glasses. And now every time I look at him, I go, "You just look so fucking weird without your glasses." You know that, man. I'm always going to tell you that. Even till we're 80, you're just looking fucking weird without your Coke bottles on.
I think these are thicker than they really were. Like this is super fake, or like they made them nerdier than.
These are glasses, not the plastic ones you can get now.
Right. So I have a question about
glasses
this.
Already.
Go ahead, Charlie.
So he's not supposed to be there, right? He crashed this thing, correct? Because he goes outside and he pastes his own name over the Juicy Fruits banner. And then when the Juicy Fruits come off stage, they go, give us 20 minutes until the next act starts playing. And within 30 seconds, he's pushing his own piano onto the stage and starts playing and catches everyone, then turns. He's not supposed to be there at all, is what I was putting together.
Right. Yeah, he's kind of crashed this thing to try and get noticed.
That's what I was thinking, because it just felt so weird.
Consult the novelization and see.
Well, the whole thing is that this is going to be. They did this. So this, I don't know if anyone has seen Fade to Black, which is a great movie, and it's the same thing as this, except it's for movies. So this is music. Fade to Black is movies. The guy writes a script. The producer steals the script, and then the guy goes and he kills everyone. He dresses as different movie characters and kills off the people dressed as different movie characters. So he dresses as John Wayne. He dresses as like Dracula, like it's like whatever. So that's a really cool movie. Fate. It's I think Vinegar Syndrome has a good version of it. I've got just the DVD from Anchor, but anyway, so it's sort of like that's. I mean, this is the story of the guy stole the thing and then he like.
Yeah, I picked up on that. I was just this guy's character in this. This is where I was just kept getting lost. Also the way they edited this movie, I'm just like, I have no idea what's happening right now. Like just so many different odd cuts, and we'll get to it here in a minute. But it's at the beginning. I don't even know how this guy ended up where he ends up in a few minutes.
Yeah, the spatial awareness is kind of like it's dreamlike. You're just guys appear.
Very much is. It's like fever dreamish. Yeah, it's
like where is this? So it's like he's not supposed to. So okay, like they went what? They found the guy, and then because he says like I want his music, but I don't want him. Basically, I want his songs, but I don't want him. So this guy comes in, and it's like where is all this like taking place, and when is this taking place? I love this. I love the guy's shirt. Look at the shirts are awesome. Look at the shirts.
Yeah.
They all have weird drawings. Like this got a weird woman drawing on it. And then his shirt had, if I can get to it, like, look, he's got like, it looks like the same artist has done all these shirts.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah.
Is that
somebody in the art department. Yeah. Oh, it could be.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, so I understand what you're saying. Like, okay, so let's see where. So it's all of a sudden he's like in this like cornflake. What is that? No.
And then 20 years later, Steven Seagal is wearing that guy's jacket.
You're not wrong. On Deadly Ground jacket. That's exactly what that is.
I really wish someone would re-edit that half an hour environmental speech into the movie because that environmental speech is absolutely the funniest thing ever. It's definitely unintentional. Never to be seen. Okay, this is first of all, see, this is what I love about these kinds of movies. These little creative, chunks where it's like it's a cutaway, and it doesn't say no admittance or so. It's like in a weird font. Like who wrote this font? Like it's like this is not a typewritten font. Like everything's typewritten, right? Winslow Leach. It's like never to be. So someone did a special font just
this
to say
the Swan Song font that they probably would have had to use rub-on letters to put it
right. Just to say don't admit it. Like you didn't. You could just say no admittance. Or whatever.
And did you see the other names? There's Peter Fonda, Dick Clark.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. They said like Alice Cooper was listed on this. Like if you pause it just right, there was a ton of them.
Yeah, we're never going to be able because I can only do 10-second backs and forths.
Yeah, you're not going to catch them.
Right.
I will say I was impressed with how the movie looked. Like this architecture outside, the inside of the studios. This movie's well shot and well framed for what they're doing. There is a weird section that comes up where it's split screen.
Yeah, I like that.
I liked it, but I'm also going, I don't know what to focus on this entire scene, because I felt like I was literally turning my head, but I can only imagine this in the theater being like a fucking tennis match, watching what's happening back and forth.
It's great now that we can play back things, but back then they had no technology like that. But because you can see, I know that the scene you're talking about is when that car blows up, but you see the Phantom doing his thing, and you see Paul Williams.
Yeah, and then it comes together because they're moving the car.
Each thing is separate. Yeah.
But also, it felt a little comic book panelish too.
I like that.
As it's going through. I liked it. It was just very I wasn't expecting it, but I appreciate what they're doing in this movie. There's a Superman shirt for you.
I was just pausing here because even this girl knows the real logo. Anyways, how come it doesn't have the James Gunn logo anyway?
J-Man, can you go back
a
bit to where he's going in the building?
Yeah. This?
There. So this is a real place. This is actually this is in downtown Dallas. A lot of it was shot in Dallas.
Okay.
The interior, the inside shots, in the theater, in the performance hall, that was done at a place called the Majestic Theater, which is an old theater in Dallas. And this right here you're seeing outside, this was originally, it was the county courthouse. for Dallas County, and it's a museum now. But this is right in downtown Dallas here.
Heck yeah! All right, well that makes sense.
Awesome.
It feels real, not like it was built on a set.
Yeah.
Well, the interior is the Film Directors Guild here in LA. So.
All right, 1 second. Sorry.
Well, Brian De Palma was like, everything he did for a long span of time was like a tribute to Alfred Hitchcock. So even the split screen thing was
yes,
Hitchcock movie. He was tributing, but like this whole thing is like a gigantic Hitchcock tribute the way it's shot. And it wasn't until Mission Impossible, whichever Mission Impossible one he did, was he just like just went totally like mainstream. But anyway,
yeah, he did part one.
He did Carrie. That was like his biggest movie. Right after this one, the first Carrie.
Yeah, which is I like Carrie.
Carrie's a good movie. Yeah.
So Jessica Harper, here's Phoenix first appearance of Phoenix. No, I've got the first appearance of Phoenix. It's over there. No, that's a different Phoenix. I should have worn my Phoenix shirt. That would have been a better shirt. I'm wearing Joust instead. From
the only shirt I had that was close is Ace Frehley from Kiss.
Oh, I love Ace Frehley. He's the best, and he had the best solo album too out of the four.
I think
so. Here's your poll for this movie: which is better, Phantom of the Amusement Park or Kiss Meets the Phantom, or this Phantom of the Paradise?
Better than Kiss Meets the Phantom, but the Phantom of the Park with Kiss is just like super. And like, first of all, Paul Stanley shoots a laser out of his eye, so that he makes that cool. but
the only line he says is
No, this is a real movie. Jessica Harper is awesome. Anytime you see her, you automatically are just pumped up for her because, like, well, she's very cute, but she's got that very like inviting look. Like it's like, hey, I'm just here. Oh yeah, okay. Like great choice for Suspiria because you're with her immediately, and everybody else in that movie's weird. So it's like she's the only like normal person.
Right.
So she's Phoenix. She's in a line. This is the casting couch lineup,
right?
And it's literally a couch. It's like they literally walk in and go right into a.
Well, I didn't even realize she was in the original Suspiria until like after it came out on Blu-ray here. So like the first time I ever saw it was like with the restored colors and the just awesome looking. So yeah, and of course, Dario Argento is friends with Luigi Cozzi, who directed Star Crash. Everything's connected. Mm-hmm. So,
Star Crash, never heard of that movie.
Yeah.
So we got to introduction of her here. Now here's all the girls going up. I like when later he comes back and pretends he's a girl or whatever. They don't let him in.
That was when I was confused. When did that happen? He's just dressed as a woman all of a sudden in the orgy. I'm like, when?
Yeah, it's like what happened here? Why is this guy in this? This is paradise.
Bunny rules.
Right, took a left turn at Albuquerque.
It's Bugs Bunny would just show up dressed up like Carmen Miranda. You don't have to ask where he bought the fruit.
That's true.
Okay, then now he's leading her into the couch area here. It's like right there.
And the doorway's like Paul Williams' height.
God, I didn't pick up on that.
That's that's super funny.
I was racking my brain. Why is the door so fucking short in this thing?
It's Paul Williams.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to feel like he wants to feel like he's taller, right?
He's
like
the big man. My God, that makes so much more sense.
Yeah. So here come these two guys from a. This is from a post-apocalyptic Italian, maxploitation.
The black makeup under their eyes, so you know who's the bad guy henchman, I guess, in this movie. It was just so random.
Guys, I'm auditioning. I want to be a henchman for Swan. Put some black makeup under that'll really. Yeah. Trust me. He'll really like that.
Yeah.
They look like
if you wanted. Go ahead.
I was going to say they look like they wandered in from the set of Billy Jack or Walking Tall.
Yeah,
they do.
We're gonna do Billy Jack on here for sure.
It's like a small town bully henchman made to order, like right out of Central Casting.
We need a couple of Small town. You want really, really, really small town? Let's do mid to low. Like, oh, okay.
That's exactly how they feel in this
They
movie.
probably had no problem finding these guys in Dallas. They just called somebody off the street and said, "Hey,
Yeah.
be in our movie."
But this is how fast it goes. So when they carry him out of there, because they're kicking him out, they go, "Oh, we have some place to take you," and hard cuts to this scene,
right?
Yeah.
And then that's him in the flower dress that you find out in a few seconds. And I'm just like, did they go buy him the dress and throw him in there? Did he sneak in here? What is happening in this movie? I don't know.
Swan tells them to get the F out, which when I can't say this is the F word I can't say. I could say the other one, but I can't say that one.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
Get this maggot out of here.
You got to be careful on this kind of scene because you're sitting there thinking, oh yeah, which one of these is kind of the good looking one? Careful, because you don't want to be pointing to this one and be like, oh, what about this one? It's like, oh.
I also saw this was
looks
like
him from the back too. So
I stopped and looked and seen what it was rated, and I went, "This is only rated PG." And then this scene pops up, and I went, "In what planet is this PG?"
In the 70s, it was PG.
All right,
there's a lot in this movie that wouldn't really fly today.
Oh God, no!
Yeah. Like this guy's hairdo, that wouldn't fly. No.
This guy should have his own movie.
I wanted more of that guy. It's the action movie mentality. He's head henchman. There's going to be a final battle with the main henchman. You know,
right?
That's Odd Job in this movie right now.
Yeah.
So this is Leech, which we can't really see him here. We'll have to. I think there's another shot where they kick him out, and he's there. You go.
Yeah.
So they beat him up, and they throw him out, and then now it's the spiral. So now it's going to become the tragedy where all these events start to unfold. They frame him, and then he goes to jail and gets his teeth pulled out and all that kind of stuff. It looked like the reform school girls. It looked like reform school girls prison. I was like, oh, what's
yeah. It looks like the jail from Crybaby.
I haven't seen Crybaby.
Okay, yeah, you guys aren't musical guys. I get it.
No. I haven't even seen the Crying Game, no. But I know the twist though.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like, it's not me. He stole my music. And the big American flag in the back. Like,
right.
Hey, I just saw. You see those videos where it's like people don't know anything or something, and it's like these kids on a college campus, and they're asking how many stripes and how many stars, and I knew the answer, and they did not know how many stars and stripes are on the flag. That's a fail on.
That's a big fail.
That's a big fail. Yeah, and I even know why they're there.
Well,
I think I know why they're there.
It takes to burn it.
What's that?
Those college kids can tell you how long it takes to burn it.
Oh, right. So here's this guy. Okay, so here's the prison, which is the reform school girls' prison or whatever.
Right.
So now that he's like, oh, you don't need teeth here.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. So that's why he has like the cool silver teeth later. So they're going to pull out his teeth or whatever. And then, so I think there is I love what they're making. What is this again? Tiddlywinks or something? It's like,
yeah.
Tiddlywinks. I always use that as a, what do you think they're doing here? Tiddlywinks or whatever. But they really are doing tiddlywinks. Look at this guy. This guy's looking pretty excited to make this tiddlywinks. It's like this. I can't wait for me to my part to come on. So I guess Tiddlywinks is a very big selling game because they need to have this entire line of guys doing it. So he hears over the TV that the paradise. So the story, there is a story. The story now is that they're going to use Leech's song to open the paradise. Now it's not sung by the Juicy Fruits. I don't think we've been introduced yet to the person who's going to do it. But it's not Phoenix, who is the famous thing is only Phoenix can do it, which we'll still get to. But he hears about that and that triggers him and gives him like this big bunch of strength, and he just gets pissed off. And this prison break is the fastest prison break ever recorded in recorded history.
He
Like
escapes in a cardboard box down a conveyor belt. I mean, just
I love it.
There's some of
absolutely
this
love it.
movie that's kind of comedic, Charlie. It's
I saw that it's
very
a dark
cartoonish.
comedy, and I was picking up on that, but my God, my brain just was like, why are you making me watch this?
I mean, it's a music. It is a musical comedy in the cartoonish horror tradition.
So here's all the boxes of records that they're going to produce or whatever. So this is what's called full black coverage with reverse white out print. So that because I make boxes, so that's what it. No, I seriously do, Ross. I don't know if I do make boxes.
No, I know you do. That's. I was like, wait a minute, he does know that.
Yeah. So this would be. Well, I can't tell if it's a die cut carton, but it looks like it's an RSE full black ink coverage with reverse white out graphics. So it's going to be an expensive print die. I'll let you know.
J-Man just cracked his knuckles and went, "My time to shine, boys."
No, I can tell you. This is how exciting it is for me. I can tell you all.
You
this.
thought he was just a DC and Star Wars fan.
No, he's a hardcore nerd. So this was the 70s. So they may have just spray painted those boxes and got a stencil and then
probably
stenciled that onto it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so he gets the press here is cool. He actually gets pressed like a record.
Yeah, so my question is this how they pressed records? Like vertically like this? Like you'd figure it'd be a horizontal press.
I read that this is a legit press when I was doing a little bit of research about it. And that was a real one that they
So how
used.
do they get the thing to stay on there when they I don't know.
Well, it's actually belonged to a toy company. It was used to make toys. Now you see the little like record things on there, those were all added on for the film.
That makes
so those aren't real.
Yeah. So it's a blown injection type thing for the toys.
Yeah, like injection molding.
That makes a lot more sense.
And but when they were filming it, Finley, because what they did is, again, it's a real functioning press. So when that thing's coming towards him, it's a real press coming in.
Yeah.
And they put like some blocks down or something to like keep it from hitting him. But he actually slipped and fell backward into the thing. And it like pushed through the blocks, and they actually had to yank him out of there at the last second. Otherwise, he had really been caught in the thing.
Yeah.
There's low budget, and then there's you don't pay me enough to do this type of stunt. And this is a good shock of the blood now. Now it's like, okay, wow, we're really, because I also read that it was horror in this as well. And I went, okay, here's a little bit of gore to kick it up a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. So
now we can actually read everything on there.
Yeah. Yeah. Like stiff Brit taxes on high brackets may chase stars. I should read this. 60 cents.
Variety.
December 4th, 74. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Doper.
He's a tiny thing at the bottom there. Yeah.
The Mad Toonsmith bites bullet. After vandalizing Death Records, Leach was shot by a security guard. Fleeing police, he leaped into the East River. His body was not recovered. Extra space for emphasis.
Not
recovered. So was it? Wait. Question. Yeah, was it recovered? No, I don't. It literally says not recovered. Oh, sorry.
Did you not see the extra spaces, sir?
What do you want us to do? Type it out for you? Rehearsal, Faust, Part 1, Juicy Fruits incoming. Oh, no, so it's not going to be Juicy Fruits, though. It's going to be Beef, but he hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah.
Like the colors here, again, really cool colors.
That's why he flipped out, because he heard the Juicy Fruits were going to be doing the thing.
Yeah, so he's going to sabotage them.
Here's the split. So basically, you've got, so these scenes, I like this. So he's going to sabotage. There's like a little car that they're going to be like sitting on. So he puts explosives in that. And then you're seeing them rehearse on the other side. And eventually that car is going to get pushed into, so it's going to become one. It didn't need to be a split screen, but it's just kind of neat that it is for no reason other than to just do it.
I think it was just for like you said, just to do it, just because why not?
No, this was a tribute to a Hitchcock movie that had a bomb thing in it.
Yeah, you were saying that Brian De Palma
it is a Hitchcockian thing.
Did it look like they stole it from the Adam West Batman though? Because those sticks of dynamite were like bright ass orange.
No, but I think Ang Lee may have stolen this for the
Hulk. I also thought that too, Ross. You're not alone on that. They do the thing with the producer where he's basically he's the guy that's doing the casting couch thing. He grabs this girl's tops and basically like jiggles her tits. And it's like, I know this is also like a satirical look at movie music producers and the world behind, popular bands and musicians and stuff like that.
So they're saying that this shit's been going on for decades before there was even like a Me Too thing. So it was going to be the Juicy Fruits until he blew it up.
Right, because he doesn't want them to sing it.
Okay, so it was they were flat out going to do it, and I guess they're making like they've been the 50s doo-wop whatever. Now they're into the like beach party, like
Boys.
60s kind of music, but because it's the Juicy Fruits are also in the rest of the movie. They're the not quite Kiss looking trio singing with the knife guitars and everything, so they kind of play in like all these different genres of music as it goes. Okay, remember, first time watch for Charlie. There's so much to take in.
You're astute, man. I love hearing your takes.
Classic. Were you going to say something?
No, nothing.
Okay. So this goes on for quite a long time, this split screen, because I've been chaptering in 30-second intervals, and I've hit it a few times. So it's been a few minutes of this. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because it's the song's like 2.5 minutes long at least. So
yeah, it does the whole song. Cool explosion. All the props to this that looked really good.
Yeah. So we got an explosion. So now remember earlier in the very beginning when the first time the guy came to purchase, or he ends up stealing the music from him. It's hey Jed. Jed loves this movie. Awesome. I appreciate that.
I'm still not believing you guys knew about this. Okay, no, there's not that many people knew about this movie, and I don't believe it.
Guys, remember to hit the like. We're streaming this on many platforms, so please make sure you hit the like wherever you're watching it from, and I'll put some links in the chat for the other people's channels, so make sure you're subscribed to everybody. And Charlie, I'm going to put your YouTube channel because it's easier that way.
That's totally fine. We're trying to grow it anyway too, so it works.
Did I get Sean's channel in there? Where's Classic Comics?
I was a little surprised at this because he reveals himself to the villain
pretty fast,
really quickly in this movie. That was not where I was really expecting this movie to go at this point.
I like that a lot, though.
I like that too.
It does
not
make
as predictable, Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want you to notice something. So I paused here. This is a good time with the reveal. So it reveals us, but the Juicy Fruits triggered him in the very beginning when the chubby guy first came to get the music. He's like, "Oh, maybe the Juicy Fruits could sing," and then he lost his mind and threw him against the wall. So he doesn't like the Juicy Fruits. But this is 30 minutes in. I wanted to talk because we're not going to rate this. But in my space system, P is for pacing, and the pacing on this is crazy. It has been 30 minutes of screen time. Mm-hmm. And there has been so much. We got the girl fully introduced, the hero, the villain fully introduced. Stuff has already happened. Like it's like he's already betrayed him. He's coming back for revenge. The whole everything is like breakneck pacing, and it still had time for a couple of cool character things, and it's still making fun of the music industry. It's like it's doing all of this stuff, and it's only been 30 minutes, and there's only an hour left, and the next hour is really fast too. This is like literally how to pace your movie and still get maximum results out of it. I understand who the characters are. And there's it's coming up at a point where he says, "I also have a deal too." I like that where he says he's like you're in a deal, but I'm in a deal. But that's later on. But I mean, like in 30 minutes, you got so much stuff already that's happened, and it's been shown to you, not just told to you in a crawl or something. Like, it's like they showed it to you. So how come they can't edit anything properly anymore? Like, why is every movie so we got to develop everything? I fully am with Phoenix. I'm like, she's great.
Mm-hmm.
And she's great because you were with Leech from the beginning. It's like, oh, this guy's been screwed over, and this Swan guy's a dick, and you could tell he's a crappy music producer scumbag because casting couch and all that. So you understand his character totally because of his look and what he does in the movie in the first 30 minutes. You're with Leech. You're with Leech because he's been screwed over. Leech likes Phoenix, so you're like, oh, well, we like her too. All of that's in 30 minutes, and the first 2 minutes are that song or whatever, right? And then there's a 2-minute song in between there.
Yeah, you've had songs in that.
I blame Netflix for that because it takes 8 freaking hours to do anything with Netflix now. And I've got people, I know young people who are like, oh, well, that character wasn't, well, like the dude who's like the henchman, the guy who looks like a chubby 1950s guy. That guy would have to have his own side story, and his mother was mean to him.
You're not wrong.
Blah, blah, blah. And there'd be like a whole episode, and then then we'd have to all those things that Charlie was a little befuddled by, like him sneaking into the building in a dress would have to be like 20 minutes of screen time, and all this is on Netflix. So that's why movies are 3 hours long now, and that's why you still get less for your dollar. And comics are the same way. It takes like 5 pages to have a dialogue scene that would have been like maybe 1 page in a 35-cent comic from the 80s. So
well, they play this smart too, because you've set up everyone, because now you want the story to focus on Swan. You want it because he's been left so mysterious in the first third of the movie. Now pretty much everyone else, and now it's like now there's more layers to him. So now the audience wants to pay attention to what is going to happen as he's revealed to who he is.
Right.
And I do appreciate that once after you get done watching the movie and you can process it, you're like, oh, that makes a lot more sense now.
Right.
All right. Yeah, like now the movie's starting because I love that this reveal so quickly is awesome. Because now it's like it's completely different. Because you would have thought, oh, at the end there'll be a showdown, and who are you, Phantom? It is me. It's Leech. Oh, it's you. I thought you were dead.
What I thought.
That's what you thought. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, it's me. It's like, oh, hey, how's it going? And you're like, oh, what the shit? Like, where is this going from here? Like, this is almost like a sequel, right? Like you're almost in. This is part 2 now because they know each other. It's like, no, this is the same movie.
Well, look at his face. Look at his face right now. It's like he knows exactly who did everything and who he is.
He doesn't care.
He says it. Yeah.
He's smug. Yeah.
He's smug
about it.
Yeah.
Well, he's got his Dorian Gray tape or whatever, right? Like
you see 2 sides of his face. You see every angle here. He's like,
yes.
Well, if he gets stabbed or whatever, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can just pull the knife out because he can't get killed till the tape gets trashed.
But it also, but not knowing that yet now makes his character just that more brazen to the audience. Like, oh wow, this guy gives no shits right now.
Right.
Yeah, he's not scared at all. He's like, look, and then he's still wheeling and dealing. He went right back to it. He's like, okay, look, we've had our issues in the past. What are you talking about? And it's like, this is literally like WrestleMania 4 to 5. It's like, wait, what happened? You guys hated each other last WrestleMania. Now you're friends, but it's been 6 months or whatever. I don't remember. There is one title card where it says 6 months. Like it's not. Most of the cutting is like what Charlie is saying, where it's just abrupt cutting. You're like, it's like Memento. Every time there's a new scene, your brain has to figure out where are we in the story and what's happening now. Right. Every cut is like that, except there is one time where it does say 6 months.
Yeah.
Later. So it's been 6-7 months later, maybe a year, whatever. And he's like, "It's okay, Leech. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good. We're gonna take it easy. It's gonna be good. Take it easy, right? It's gonna be good. We're gonna be together and figure this out. You don't want Juicy Fruits? Oh, they're gone. We don't need those guys. Who do you want? You know, It's all of a sudden he's back to wheeling and dealing, and it's like he convinced them again. I was like, wait, he got you again, buddy. Stop it.
Yep.
So I love this. Like from this chapter, like now this is me. But look, in 130 seconds, so here he's got the upper hand, but he doesn't have the upper hand because he's laughing about it. He doesn't care. You got a knife to my throat. Who cares?
Yep.
And then 30, this is 30-second. These are 30-second interval chapters. I click 30 seconds in and Swan's got upper hand and he's already like convincing him to work with him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's that breakneck speed that's going on here with the storytelling.
Mm-hmm. So Jed is giving some of his takes too. The chick that sings the song is also in shock. Yes. So we mentioned, I think Ross mentioned that earlier on tonight. I know all the movies people, you know about all the movies people don't know about.
Enough, man.
Yeah, we got to top Jed.
That is awesome. It's McMahon and Stone Cold. Stone Cold.
I like that parallel. That clicked so much more in my head now when you said that, Jay, man. I'm like, that's exactly the handshake. The handshake.
Now we're all back. It's like, wait a minute, you literally hated each other, right? The Mega Powers formed, and then 1 year later they exploded. They exploded in fire.
Look who stuck his nose in with no reason at all.
I've got that. Yes, two shows. Everyone knows that. See, you already laughed. I haven't even played it yet.
You mentioned the pacing, and you got to remember because we've already mentioned how there's some real choppy like transitions here.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of times, and got to remember they went through this movie after it was made to kind of take out images of the record stuff. So right. I think it was this movie was butchered, honestly. Right. But I suspect also that I would bet you that the studio probably wanted them to trim this thing down as short as they could, because they probably did screenings and said this thing's gonna bomb. So let's just make it as short as we can to get as many showings as we can.
That feel comes across. Yeah.
I think it works.
Cocaine.
You're not wrong, okay?
I found the Macho Man clip. Hold on.
But guess who shows up for no reason at all to get his grandstanding and hot dogging in? You, man.
Also, cocaine
for no reason at all. It's like, there's literally. I was like, I'm watching this as a kid. Like, you're right, Macho Man. There was no reason at all. What are you talking about? Elizabeth was getting beat up.
That's the most clear shades he ever had. You could see his eyeballs.
Yeah, I know.
So weird.
All right, so he convinces our buddy here to work. Now, finally. Phoenix has come back to the paradise. So Phoenix is going to sing. So they're auditioning singers because Leech, or Phantom now, I guess he's Phantom, that won't accept Juicy Fruits and whatnot. So here it looks like, because they're going to end up picking Beef, not her. So the whole thing is he's still screwing him out. So this entire thing is just for his benefit. It's just for the Phantom's benefit, so that the Phantom writes the full thing, right?
Yeah, it's keeping him stringing along. It's like, we're going to use Phoenix. We're gonna do this. Oh, you're totally right. No one else can do your sonata. I love that he keeps calling it that. Like this thing, he's written like 280 pages for this music that he's doing. And that's the lead into Faust, because he even calls it. He goes, she's the only one who can do Faust. It's the only way this is going to get done is this way. And I also think this is the point where this guy kind of falls for Phoenix himself a little bit after she gets done singing her audition for the most part.
Yeah, because he just goes by casting couch. So now he's like, oh, she actually can sing pretty good. Oh, what the hell? Because I think Swan is also thinking like, I got into this business and I've got my immortality just because I want to like, screw hot babes or whatever. And that's like really all I care about. And I've got my band networks and that's good enough. And I'll just hype them up. And then he hears her. It's like, oh, she really can legit actually sing. So she is actually pretty, Rick James, bitch. That was 2 weeks ago.
A whole theme of this movie is if it's good, that's kind of like an afterthought.
Right.
Yeah.
And see, look at her shirt again. This one color, this light blue. Someone penciled something like, what is this? Like, there's a
costume designer just going crazy.
That's exactly what this is.
Yeah, it's a low budget movie. It doesn't look like it because Brian De Palma knows how to shoot a film, but
well, no, it was a moderate budget movie for the time, but it was still, they used a lot of tricks to save money.
Yeah.
What did they? Let me see what. Brian De Palma made The Princess Diaries Part 2. It's like,
okay.
He did? I didn't know that.
It says Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement.
But
so she gets engaged. Isn't that cute?
So fun fact: Jessica Harper went on to be a award-winning kids singer. She did like CDs for children after the
awesome.
Okay. She was also in Pennies from Heaven with Steve Martin, and there's there's this absolute kick-ass tap dance number with Christopher Walken.
Steve, think what you just said.
What?
Badass and tap dancing in the same sentence. That shouldn't.
But then I finished.
No, I like dance.
Walken. It's Christopher Walken doing the tap dance.
I can handle Christopher Walken doing his like little dance things in other movies, but there's never on the planet badass.
No. That's a
no. Where Gregory Hines is concerned, yes.
He looks like he's going to kill you through tap dancing.
No way.
The movie, man.
No, exactly. There's that. But no, I like dance movies. I like You Got Served and all that stuff because like,
God, no.
Did you ever? No, I
have you seen Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Have you seen Breakin' 2, Charlie, or no?
I have seen Breakin' 2. It's canon,
in the theater.
In the theater. Oh my
Steve
God.
saw it in the theater.
I saw it in the theater too. I saw part 1 and 2.
It was out of
6 months apart.
Yeah. It was like pure curiosity to just be like, all right, I've heard of this. Let me watch it. And also didn't hurt that Van Damme shows up in one of these.
Yeah.
Van Damme.
So but let me tell you, musicals and then fucking dance offs. That's the levels of what I hate. And then whatever that Stomp the Yard or
that was a great movie. I've seen that too. Yeah.
Honey with Jessica Alba. No,
it's Jessica Alba.
Tap dance from Pennies from Heaven on YouTube. And then you come back to me and you tell me that wasn't the most badass tap dancing you've ever seen.
Hold on.
Knowing it's Christopher Walken.
The guy who, I can't remember the actor's name who plays the Scarecrow in Wizard of Oz. Yeah. He's in another Judy movie where
Ray Bolger.
Ray Bolger. And he does this awesome dance. Just type Ray Bolger dance. And it's like, I can't remember what movie it is from Judy's. And it's like absolutely insane. It looks fake. It looks like you took a toy and shook it around, and it's like he's like jumping. You're like, is he on wires? Like, how is someone so like getting so hot? It's crazy. Anyways, that's a different thing. But,
I was gonna say, sorry, one last question, Richard.
All right, one last one.
When you watch RRR, did you fast forward through the music stuff, or did you?
I watched the whole movie because I gave RRR its honest watch.
Chance, yeah.
Could I do without the dance? Absolutely. But
there was
enough in that movie that I liked. Yeah. There was enough in that movie I did
dance
enjoy.
Is part of the story, right? Where he gives it, he gives up his spot so that his friend can date the girl and all that.
Not a fan, but I still enjoyed the movie.
That's fair.
Okay,
you're not swaying me on this, okay?
Hold on, I got the perfect clip.
Can't argue with a confident man.
He's confident. That's it.
I'll die on this hill, boys. That's all I'm telling you right now.
Charlie, you know who you are, and we love you for it.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Know that we both know that we don't know what we're doing. Knowledge of non-knowledge is power.
Look, I showed up tonight. That should show my dedication
that's
to what we're doing here.
So Jed saw it in the theater.
Record Plant, which was an iconic actual recording studio in LA. So,
I read that and I loved knowing that this was something real.
Yeah.
Right? I just loved that thought.
I'm sure that Paul Williams probably put him on to this place.
Yeah.
Probably let him know about it. So this is what you see here. This was at a place called the Music Plant or Record Plant.
Yeah.
And this thing he's sitting in, this is all basically one big synthesizer. It's
Right.
the whole contraption. It's called the Tonto, or the new timbral orchestra. What is it? New original timbral orchestra or something like that. Or yeah, and this in 2013 it was bought by the National Music Center in Calgary, Alberta, and they have it on display there now.
I'd love to look at this. Like this, just like the curved, boxes in the back that kind of look like arcades, but it's just to keep everything within an arm's reach. Like you could be centralized in there. It looks really freaking cool. I'd have this hanging on my wall. This picture of him and all this stuff behind him. This just looks visually awesome.
This is my favorite scene in the movie.
I agree. I think this is probably my favorite one as well.
I'm sure the shag carpet smells like bong water, but
it does.
Yeah, it looks like he's learning how to play cars on that.
BO and bong water. But this is probably Paul Williams in his natural habitat right here.
Yeah.
Behind that board, getting this guy's voice just right, which I did like. He's got like the Darth Vader chest thing, sitting there that he can plug into and sound normal, or and I like that Paul Williams is also doing this where this guy can sing his character, because he is singing earlier, that he now can get that voice back if he ever needs to. Paul Williams to use it against him. I like it.
Right.
The silver teeth application looks pretty wild too. It adds to the aesthetic.
When he's singing in this scene, that's actually Paul Williams' voice.
I read that. I thought that was really cool, because Paul Williams says something like, perfect. And he's talking about his own voice. I was like, this is really cool.
That is actually really funny. That's awesome.
And they actually when De Palma, I guess when Williams first got involved with the project, I guess to write the music, De Palma offered him the role of the Phantom to play.
Oh,
but he felt like he wasn't really the right parts, but he liked the Swan character, because Swan is basically just a more sinister version of him. He's basically playing himself.
You could have told me he wrote it for Paul Williams and I'd believe you. That's how well he fit into this role.
So actually, Jed is saying, Jed had a friend who would let him in for R-rated movies. I was actually lucky enough to see this part as older as kid. Oh, awesome. Oh, wait, let's see. Oh, wow. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's the set. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
All right. So here's the, everything's all good to go. You're good. Everything's fine. Then he's like basically lock him in. Oh no, here's the contract. So let's see if we can. This is like the Marx Brothers. The first part of the contract. He's like, wait a minute. What about the sanity clause? There is no sanity clause.
Yeah.
So this is like the Marx Brothers contracts here. So the party of the first part gives the party the second part, and his I can never read these fonts. Full
and
power associates. Okay, associates. Full power to do with them and their pleasure, to rule, to send, fetch, or carry him,
or his, be it either body, soul, flesh, blood, or
goods.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's legalese in like a medieval font,
Yeah.
And even as a kid watching this as a 10-year-old, I knew what this contract was. I was like, dude, you're signing your soul away. Come on.
It's a deal with the devil. I think this was the point where I went, okay, I need to read what Faust is. And Faust is basically a deal with the devil, Mephistopheles.
Right.
And, selling your soul for, worldly pleasures. And there's a Faust part 1 and a Faust part 2. So that really helped me understand the movie a little bit more. And I'm talking, when I read a summary, it was like 4 paragraphs of Faust. So
Yeah.
I am not the expert, but it really did help put some pieces together on what they were doing.
Yeah, any story you've seen or read or heard about somebody selling their soul to the devil is basically derived from Faust.
Do you know which movie I read that I was like, oh, I know what this is now? Bedazzled, 2007 with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
I went, oh,
Yeah.
I know that movie. That makes complete sense now. And it's literally, when you look up movies inspired by Faust, that is on there because it's also a remake of like a 1968.
Yeah, that Bill Cosby movie with I can't remember his name.
Also, the movie poster to this movie literally says he sold his soul for rock and roll.
He sold his soul for rock and roll.
It totally works. But yeah, it really did help. And again, going in as blind as I did, because I didn't even watch a trailer first. I just went, I'm just going to start the movie and be as pure and clean-minded into it as I was going. But I was like, I feel like I should have done homework first.
Yeah. No, I like this better. This is why I like that Circle of Iron the first time when we did the actual movie Circle of Iron, which is why we named it this, because we had we had a couple of guys who were like the experts on it, and we had a couple of guys who thought, yeah, I like this movie, I've watched it a bunch of times, and we had a couple of guys who didn't know anything, and it was like such an interesting. It's like, you've got the guys, the Ross and whatever. I saw this in the theater, and then you've got the, Sean and I. It's like, yeah, we saw this together when it came out on DVD or VHS or something. And then
me and other Steve are like, we had just watched it today, apparently. So
yeah, I just watched it. I just finished watching it now. I don't know anything about this movie. So I wanted to mention that he's like a bird character. The record label is a dead bird. That's neat. Obviously, and he's black. It's black and white, and he's silver.
And when you have Phoenix too, that she's
Phoenix,
a bird character wearing
bird character.
Like she's even in a bird coat later.
And
the
Swan.
feather
and Swan.
You're right. Yeah.
See, they're thinking that there's cocaine, but there's also the funny thing is, I'll get to Jed's comments. The funny thing is that even with cocaine and all this other stuff, they still made better movies now, or better movies then than now, because they still put thought into it, right? Like, oh, what if they're all bird characters? Okay.
I agree with that.
We're security for Star Trek cast. Yeah. Oh my God. Star Trek's the best.
Oh, heck yeah.
That is awesome. Bedazzled's awesome. Yeah. Well, mostly because Elizabeth Hurley's in it.
Hey, Brendan Fraser. Love both of them.
Yeah, he was good in that too.
Movie.
He wanted a hamburger, or he wanted a Big Mac, and she got it for him. That was the first wish they didn't count or whatever.
Yep.
That they always do that. They always mess. There's a Tales from the Crypt episode where they killed a cat and gave the 9 lives to this magician. So he was doing all of these like Houdini escapes, but they were real. So he was dying and coming back to life because he was wasting up a life. Yep. And at the very end, he's buried alive, and he's like, well, this buried alive trick is going to get me, millions of dollars. And then he realizes that the cat died.
That was the first life.
That was the first life. The cat
only had 8. He only had 8 lives.
He only had 8.
Yep. I remember that one. That's a good episode.
That's a good. I like stuff like that. Oh yeah. So he signs a contract because if he doesn't sign it, there's no movie.
True.
Sign it in blood. Thank you. Yep. No problem.
Like that he pricks his finger.
Yes.
And you're thinking he's getting the blood to drop so he can do it, but he's loading the pin with the blood. I was like, I like that.
But then Swan's got a stamp. He put it on the stamp and then stamped
that
it.
Was really cool. Like, hold on, let me do this. I've done this so many times.
I need a stamp for it. Yeah. You've watched the movie a bunch of times. Haven't seen it in a few years though. Yeah. Well, we're going through. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. OG Star Trek cast. Well, Kirk and Spock are the greatest thing ever. I love Star Trek, the real Star Trek. Everybody knows what that means.
Absolutely.
What was TNG's today? Oh, the one where the little kid wants to be like Data. He pretends to be an android.
Great one.
That's a great one. I thought that was Tobey Maguire. It looks exactly like a young Tobey Maguire, and I looked it up, and it wasn't him.
It's the kid from RoboCop 2.
No, that's
No. It's not that.
He's in one of the.
He is in one of them.
He's in one with Worf where he wants to like emulate Worf.
So what happened was that his mother died on a mission that Worf was commanding, and he's like, it should have been you, Worf. It shouldn't have been.
That's the one I remember. I knew there was a kid acting like someone, and I knew that it was that character from RoboCop 2.
Yeah, I recognized him immediately. That kid in RoboCop 2 is awesome.
Yeah,
and I forget his name, but he was John Connor in Terminator 3 too.
Oh, really?
Was he?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh, that I didn't know. Like Future John?
Well, I mean, he's because John Connor's an adult by that point.
That's the kid from that's the kid from the start, from the Data one or from the Worf one?
From the Worf one, from RoboCop 2.
Oh, that's completely shocking. Okay, that's crazy. I'm completely stunned.
And he was on that show Carnival, that HBO show too.
I didn't watch, but I heard of that.
Awesome stuff.
All right, let's get some like cool pictures of the mask here. There's just
almost every frame looks amazing. Like, yeah. There's
JH.
Yeah.
I've got a bird costume on now. Oh, we get it. Look, this is awesome. I like
this. I like this.
They go around.
Yeah. It's almost like there's people there that are caricatures of real popular musicians. Right. Almost like I swear there's like a guy that looks like maybe like George Harrison or some of the more 70s prominent musicians. I didn't know who these two were though.
Well, it's like the styles of the time, right? So
okay, yeah.
It's like the Sister Act.
Well, they do the country guy right that pops up right after this
one. The Kenny Loggins guy.
Yeah, even he's like, I like this, but no, it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
So we've got a poll going. Rate the movie, easy peasy. 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5. I didn't put 1 out of 5 because I can only have 4 options, and if you put 1 out of 5, like really.
Why are you here?
So right. So 5. We only have 5 votes tonight. So it's basically 2 say 5 out of 5, 2 say 4 out of 5, and 1 says 2 out of 5. That person literally came in, clicked 2 out of 5, and then left. It's like
probably.
It's like 2 out of 5.
No, it wasn't. I didn't not like this movie. So.
Oh, there's beef now. This guy is awesome.
I've got a favorite character in this movie, and it's Beef. Okay?
Yeah, Beef. Yeah. And I mean, we've seen this guy. Like, okay, this guy's in 400 movies or whatever. I swear.
He's a chopping mall. He's one of the technicians that dies at the beginning of it. When they get hit by lightning, he's one of the guys in the control booth that gets killed by the robots.
And he actually has a deep gravelly voice. He's making this voice for the Beef voice.
I like it.
He sounds more like a singing voice than his speaking voice.
He also he was in an episode of Voyager. He plays
and Deep Space Nine.
The Q that wants to unalive himself.
Yeah.
I saw he was in Child's Play 2. Is he like one of like the dad character or just a random guy?
I think he's a random guy.
I was looking at his filmography. He's done a lot of horror sequels. Like he was in It's Alive 3.
Which I have.
Oh wow.
Just a lot of horror sequels over the years.
Yeah, Chud 2.
Chud 2, yeah.
He's in Police Academy 6, which we've determined is better. We're saying 6 is better than 5, but Sean thinks 5. Oh, Sean, wait a minute. No, 5 is better than 7. I apologize.
I don't know why you're arguing that.
But you did a poor job of reminding me that was the Moscow one.
Yeah, I thought it was obvious. 7.
No. Sorry, 6 is better than 5, but 5 is better than 7. You are correct.
Yes,
I'd have to watch them all again.
I apologize. That I was
7
wrong.
Does have Ron Perlman as the villain, but
yeah, so that is pretty good.
But even he says it's shit. So yeah.
But this guy's in TerrorVision, which we just got on. It's in that should be in that Blu-ray pack that we have. Wasp Woman, but I know mostly he was in Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of where I recognize him from.
He was in an episode of Babylon 5 also.
Yeah, which I haven't watched, but I own. I haven't watched it, but and he's in Starsky and Hutch, which I own. Dukes of Hazzard I own. Twilight Zone I own. My Two Dads used to watch that. Miami Vice. Tales from the Crypt, Parker Lewis, Seinfeld. Wow. Family Matters, Deep Space Nine, Pink Panther, Babylon 5, The Tick, Critic, Gargoyles, goes the voice on Gargoyles, Voyager, Law and Order. Wow, like pretty good.
That's good, man. That's respectable.
Chopping Mall.
He's working. I mean, he's a working actor.
Yeah,
I get a paycheck. That's it. But I really like this beef. I like this character he's created in this thing.
Hey, Joe Dog.
What's up, Joe?
Beef is definitely a colorful character.
He is.
He reminded me a lot of Adam Warlock, the way he was depicted in his early days.
Yeah.
Like the hair and the costume and everything.
Oh my God, Sean. Yeah.
The color scheme and everything.
Oh my God. Yeah, I hated that. Oh yeah, Warlock's hair in the beginning was weird.
Yeah.
Then they slicked him. He made him look cooler. They said, sorry, I missed this comment. Did I miss something? I missed. Often said the Phantom of the Paradise and Shock Treatment are almost like the same movie to a point, but there's some major. I need to watch Shock Treatment and Thingy.
The thing is, it's very claustrophobic because there are a lot of strikes going on at the time. The songs are great, and the other thing too is it wasn't the same actors, so people got really disappointed by it. So
well, it's just the first, the main. Well, weirdly enough, it's the main three that aren't the same, but everybody else is all the B casters.
Yeah,
all the secondary casts. Yeah,
and Rich O'Brien's like got a bigger role.
Well, he created the whole thing, so yeah.
Well, there's the superimposed.
Yep, there it is.
If you've never seen Rocky Horror, you don't have to see Rocky Horror to see Shock Treatment.
No,
that makes sense.
No.
I'm glad you guys explained that because I kept I saw the marquee where it said Death Studios or whatever, and I went, that looks weird. And then this pops up, and I'm like, why does that look like that? That is just some really bad graphics, in the 70s. Makes sense now that they had to change it all and go back.
Yeah,
it's desperation, really.
Well, that is the thing about Blu-ray though, because like that did not. When I saw it in the theater and I saw it on VHS and even on DVD, it didn't look this bad. I mean, I noticed it on DVD, but watching
this
it
is
on
a
Blu-ray
stark.
right now is just kind of like, whoa, that is. I can see why. I even thought of you, Charlie. I knew you were going to call that out.
Honestly, I probably would have just been like, okay, that was probably just me seeing this old movie. I'm going to let it go. But you guys brought it up, and I went, oh, that makes a lot more sense now. I saw. Yeah. The plane is white behind them, not that white on the podium.
Yeah, it's like a total overlay. Like,
yeah.
Like here's one of my overlays when I do something.
No, I thought Superman was really here with us.
I thought that was really there.
Don't look at the podium, man. Just ignore the podium.
No, you're right. But it makes a lot more sense. So, and I do kind of like this logo. I mean, if we're doing it for really quick, just pop it on there, it works.
It looks cool. Oh, this is awesome! Look how
he owns this role. Owns it.
We're gonna have to get Charlie to watch some Jodorowsky films, and whatever you think is weird in this movie, you can just times that by 4 trillion.
Yeah,
the actual calculation is 4 trillion. Take what's weird in this movie. Like my wife saw about like 12 seconds of Holy Mountain. She's like, "What the hell?" I was like, "I said this is not for you. Just read your books." This is a J-Man movie. Just let it play.
I thought I've seen some Klaus Kinski type things.
Right.
I thought I've seen weird. I think this has topped some of my Klaus movies.
No. Jodorowsky. Okay, there's a guy who looks like Jesus who comes and poops out. They catch his poop in a bowl, and then it turns into gold. And they're like, "Your excrement has turned into gold." It's like,
yeah.
Okay.
No,
we're gonna get you on Holy Mountain's gonna be the first. We're just gonna go deep dive. We're just gonna do Holy Mountain, and I'm not gonna let you get out of it. I'm gonna.
You're not gonna let me bail.
And if you call in sick, we're postponing it. No.
It's gonna be a 6-hour podcast.
Steve, the other Steve called in sick today. He's like, I'm not feeling too well. I was like, what? Wait a minute. Let me see your doctor's note.
Right. We're gonna have to actually get doctor's notes, email it over. Like this looks fake. This looks like Paradise fake. You overlaid the doctor's name.
And Jed is we're gonna have to do the Police Academy ranking. We'll have to do a Police Academy rank. We'll have to do the.
I'm always down for an excuse to watch those. I haven't in a long time.
Oh yeah, they're great. I like.
All right, so Swan locks him in here. So and then Beef is now going to perform. Now he does have Phoenix there just to kind of be there, but it's Beef who's going to.
This still where Beef is like in the coffin at the airport.
Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna like.
No.
If you can't, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Okay, hold on. Let me strategically try to go. There you go.
Hey. Yeah. So apparently that's body paint, and that was like glue and glitter.
Yeah, you can see.
Body.
Wow.
So.
I love that his name is Beef. Yeah. Oh my God! Look at this.
Yep.
It's totally written for a chick.
It was scored for a chick.
Yeah, I can't sing.
You better get a castrato in here to sing.
That was a great line. I laughed at that one. But then at first with Beef, when he shows up, I'm like, wow, you picked that guy because it sounds horrible. And then when he's singing this as the girl part, he's like, it's not working. But when they finally like Swan's like, make it your own. That's when Beef actually starts sounding good.
Yeah,
singing.
Yeah, he makes it. Yeah.
Then that's when I really became like, okay, I like this character a lot. You know, he actually fits now.
I say I love Shock Treatment more than her. I have not seen either of those. I'll borrow those from the library. I think I already borrowed them, so I just have to watch them.
Jed, I said the same thing. And actually, there's an Arrow film restoration of Shock Treatment that's like, I think it's actually 4K, so you'll love it, J-Man. And it's but it's not on the American system. It's like the British.
4Ks are all region.
Oh, are they?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I don't have 4K because most of the movies I like are not helped by the 4K.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's the guys all beat up in the back. That's great.
Yeah.
There's Jessica in the back, like, what the hell's going on here? Look at this woman. She's like, what the hell? She's literally thinking, wait, why am I in this movie? Why did my agent get me this role?
It's that, or she's stoned out of her gourd right then and there. So
there's the
it's like he's feeding him pills and uppers and downers, so he does this sonata.
Andrew's
Charlie, would you prefer to just see the opera version of the story that the Phantom wrote?
I actually I'm more curious what he had, like, to see the true version, not this what they've done in the movie, because from what I understand, he was doing a more in line with Faust, what the actual poem and everything is. So I was actually like, I kind of want to see this now. Like,
I mean, it would have been a concept album, right? Like it would have been like a two. Well, I mean, for us, it would have been like a 2 CD concept album, but for at that time, I don't know how many records. Like,
he tells them that because they're like, we just need 1 or 2 songs that you've done. He goes,
no,
it's all of this. It's 1 or 2 isn't going to make sense. And I was like,
so it would have been multiple. It would have been like part 1, part they've done so many of these part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, albums or whatever. Right, Jet, take it easy, man.
See you, Jet.
Andrew's popped in. I want to say hi. Is that Super Sentai? I can't tell if that's a Super Sentai.
Super Friends. No,
this is one of the parody things, I think.
No.
Well, it's the Hall of Justice, but underneath it looks like a Sentai guy or something.
Yeah, anyways, make it out.
Okay, so I love the antlers here, and he pokes his fat belly with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, look, he pokes his belly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've got to shoot that. I love that they got to shoot that and then edit that into like someone's editing the movie. Brian, did you want this antler poking this guy's blubber? It's like, yeah, put that in. That's good. I like that.
Well, the producer's been poking all the other talent, and now the talent gets to poke him back.
That is correct. Yeah. There's Beef. Look, he's got like some weird Muslim bod magazine or something.
Yeah.
Bod.
Looks like gay porno mag or something.
It's exactly what it looked like, and he's like starting to snort speed or something up at this point, or straight up coke. Yeah.
Well, Swan has his own cigarette brand.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's one of the few times when you can see the Swan logo and
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a lot, like everything's just branded him, no matter what it is.
Yeah, it's supposed to be part of the original concept was that Swan was just kind of omnipresent. That
Gotcha. He's the OCP of this universe.
Yeah. That's what made cutting all the Swan stuff out of the movie such a chore, because part of the whole point was that he was everywhere. And like there's even a scene, I guess, that was cut out where when he's going to, I think early in the movie when he's going to Swan's house, there's a road sign and it says like Swan Street or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So here's another Hitchcock reference. This one I got, obviously.
I picked up.
Or I mean, I understand Hitchcock used split screen, but lots of people use. But like, I didn't realize that was specifically for Hitchcock. This obviously we knew it was for Hitchcock because the show. And then he doesn't kill him. He just like scares him or whatever.
I'm going to Cincinnati. Plunger over the mouth.
Terrible. That is gross.
It's very gross. I hope they just bought it. Just when this bought it. But this is also a cheap budget movie. We can't afford a new plunger. Just rinse it off a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So here's where Beef is like threatening to leave.
Yep.
In his Santa Claus gear. It's like, the Phantom is real. Dun, 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 dun. It's the Phantom trailer. Soon they will discover the Phantom is real. Dun, 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 dun. They played the Judge Dredd music, the Judge Dredd trailer music for the Phantom.
Yep.
So he's like, it's real. I'm out of here. Listen, buddy, you better get back up there and sing. So he forces him to go back.
I like that he's always painting something. He's painting something new on his face every time you see him. Like now he's got like a clover on his face. He's had a skull. He's had all kinds of stuff on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. I think that's gonna.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Oh, here's the fake kiss guys or whatever.
I like this. I actually really like this part.
So on the commentary, they said that they hadn't even seen Kiss yet, like because this was like that early in the 70s.
Interesting.
So what they were doing was this was the cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
Yeah, it's obvious. Yeah.
Okay.
You can see the backgrounds are like that. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's what I thought they were going for.
Yeah.
I never caught on to that
Frankenstein shtick.
Yeah,
and if you look
German
very
expression.
Jessica Harper is one of the girls sewing up the body. As she's got the makeup on, and she on the commentary.
Yeah, it is Frankenstein because he gets they're chopping off pieces and they assemble them, right?
Like
that's why it's not the stitching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like how that's like staged in the audience and like body parts just start coming up and then they're carrying them off. This girl's taking them over to the box or whatever it is. I really like this performance.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one was really cool to watch.
Yeah. The guys were saying on the commentary, the commentary is these three guys and Jessica Harper and the guy who plays Beef, and they cut back and forth. The commentaries were done
separately and they merged them. Yeah.
Right. So they were saying like there's one bit where they pull a torso out of the audience, and the guy with the torso is actually the editor. They're like, he's obviously the oldest guy in like a crowd of teenagers.
It's weird.
Turning these guys on, and they said that at one point they were hoping that there was going to be a sequel made because they were working together so well as this fake band that they were going to go on the road and be the Juicy Fruits. So
I'm surprised they didn't. They didn't pull a Monkeys or something, and a fake band turns into a real thing later on.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Now they're going to bring him forth. Phantom doing Phantom.
Yeah, go back to the previous one with where he's like lying down there. Oh,
I like this costume.
See that? I think that's is that Jessica Harper by his head? I think, or is it one of the Juicy Fruits?
No, it's not her. I don't think.
No. Okay.
And then there's the Phantom doing like Phantom-ish kinds of things.
Yep.
In the rafters.
Yeah. There's Beef.
Beef doing his best Meatloaf before Meatloaf was a thing. I was really enjoying that.
His name is Beef, so there you go,
Beef.
Meatloaf.
There you go.
Now we just get chicken tenders.
Now there he is. What the hell? Why is that unlocked?
he also said like so when he's rehearsing this, he falls over because of the high heels, and he's like slipping all over the stage trying to get back up. And he said for the crew didn't know him very well at that point, and so they were making him do that over and over like 8 times.
And when he slides and they're doing that, like it's almost like a comedic bit.
It's like it's really slapsticky bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Swan in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Beef. Okay, so wait a minute. Where's
Beef's
right there.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, nothing.
So, Phantom launches this lightning bolt, and at first, and Charlie thought this too. I guarantee you that he thought he was going to get impaled with it.
I immediately thought it.
Yeah, They couldn't do that, so yeah.
I like what happens though, because it lands beside him almost, but basically electrocutes him as he's singing. So he hits that high point, and he just keeps going. I was chuckling pretty good at that.
That was good. Yeah,
I thought it was really well done.
And the audience thinks it's part of the show.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they? I mean, honestly, they just watched them rip body parts out of the audience for the show. So it makes sense, but you see all the like people behind the stage going, "The fuck just happened?"
Yeah,
you know, everybody's
it was like Alice Cooper, and this is
right.
So now this is the showgirls moment, or whatever moment from whatever.
Get out
movie.
there and entertain now.
Get out there, and she's gonna bomb, and everyone will hate her. No, of course not.
Yeah,
no.
All these people are all hyped up with this bloody Alice Cooper act, and she comes out and sings a ballad, and of course it's like, oh yeah, that's great. We're all jazzed up from the previous number, but
they're still riding the high of that. Yeah. She's a good singer. I mean,
you're following Kiss with Joni Mitchell. Sure, everybody's gonna love that.
Oh yeah.
No, but I'm just kidding, because I really do like her a lot. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. So she does. Of course, everyone's dying over her.
Mm-hmm.
Now Swan sees the potential. It's like,
and what's interesting is the change that occurs with her, because she's been this kind of sweet, innocent person up to this point, and then when she gets out in front of the crowd and gets all that adulation, suddenly she's like, "Yeah, I'll do whatever I got to do to keep this and to get this back."
Right.
Which is exactly her character arc in Shock Treatment. Spoiler.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yes, I got that.
It's like, and she was all cute and simple. Now she's going to be getting the makeup on, and now I gotta look better and whatever.
And I like that they give you an explanation for that though as it goes through, because she signs her own contract.
Right.
We don't see that till afterwards, but it kind of explains why she's gone like this darker path than what she was originally intended to be.
And she's got the simple drawing on the dress there.
Oh yeah.
What the hell, eh? What's with this? Like, this is such a
this is befuddled J-Man this entire.
No, because I never noticed it until now.
Yeah.
Like literally, and I've seen this probably for sure 4 times. Like, if when I first got it, then I was like, "What the hell was that?" And then I watched it again. You know what I mean? When you first get it, you're like, "What the heck?" And you watch it a few times, and then I paused on it for a bit, and then I came back to it, and then I come back. But watching it like this is crazy. We're pausing, like, what's with these shirts or whatever. But anyways, so now the Phantom is like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna sell your soul to that little pipsqueak? Like, he's gonna own your ass. And she's like, I don't care if he owns my ass, because I want to be famous or whatever. I'll make you famous or whatever.
The trope of fame, I'll do whatever it takes to get to the top type mentality.
Now she's adopted the full bird.
Yep.
It's like, now I'm also a bird person, even though my name was Phoenix, but she would rise. No. We're all crazy for her. It's like, all right. Swan's like, we can do her now, but he's gonna kill her though.
Because now he's realized what the people want. The people love the fact that someone died on stage. Beef got electrocuted and the people went nuts. Yeah. So now he's like, oh, now I really know how to get the people juiced up out there, kill people on stage.
Yeah, so he's gonna have a wedding where his bride gets assassinated on national television.
Like
Yeah.
like she's the fucking president or some shit. Like he's got a guy in the balcony. It's oh god, it's so outlandish.
The opening 1950 song is about a rock star who commits suicide so his album will sell better for his little sister. So they ingeniously set that up.
That theme of fame at any cost,
Right.
Right. Which is go ahead.
It does bear the question though, because we know she signs a contract.
Mm-hmm.
And Swan and Leech, they both can't die.
Right.
As long as, or at least Leech can't die as long as Swan is alive. That would make you assume that she signed something like that too. So would it even kill her? Really?
Probably not. Yeah.
That's a thought. I don't think they dig on it very well, even though they show us that she signs a contract, but you don't put that together because you're so focused on he now has tried to do the suicide of a rocker to get out of everything. And then that's when you find out, well, you can't die unless I die. And now that wound will never heal, which would also be like if she had gotten shot, he would have ended up killing her too by taking out Swan because her bullet wound would not have healed. She would have died.
I'm wondering if he can if he can say, "Oh, I relieve you of the contract," or something, and then maybe like I don't know because like Swan can't get out of the contract. Like I guess he can if the tape is destroyed or whatever, but like he doesn't want to. But I'm wondering if his subcontracts. Like it's like the vampire thing. So if a vampire bites you and you kill the vampire that bit you, then you're not a vampire anymore, right?
Or you kill the vampire that bit the vampire that bit you.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. The first one.
Yeah.
Dominoes to you.
Dominoes to you. Yeah.
Or if in doubt, you just torch the entire room that has all the contracts.
That too, I guess, kind of works, but that doesn't. Does torching the contract nullify? This is where I'm going to ask a question once we get up to it, because I'm still a little confused on one aspect of this.
All right, so we're getting close to the so she's going to say no, right? And then she gives him up. She's like, "Oh, he's on the roof, or whatever."
And you think, when he grabs her and takes her, I think you kind of have the expectation that there's going to be this, when she realizes it's him, it's going to be like some kind of emotional reunion or something.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, she's just like, "Get away from me, you freak!" Where the hell are you?
Yeah, that's awesome. Subverting your expectations by doing something different and cool, not by making Luke Skywalker a moron.
Well,
2 hours and 2 minutes. 2 hours and 2 minutes. And as I say it, Darth Bane shows up.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, what happened? Oh, dude, you changed again? Hey, Darth Bane, how's it going? You're still in Rumble Purgatory. What's up? Hey, this is Purist. This is our friend Purist,
what's going on, brother?
who got who's been canceled. I guess he got canceled. I don't know what else to say. Like that is the parlance of our time, or whatever, as they say in Big Lebowski.
What did you do?
You got canceled again? Oh my god!
What do you keep doing?
Finding a workaround. Okay.
Trying to find a workaround. Well, subscribe to Darth Bane now, because you might not get the chance and do it now before he's gone. I don't know. You're now you're on Rumble. I tried to do Rumble and it took me forever to figure out YouTube. So I'm like, I don't have forever to do Rumble.
Or you could go on Substack. That's the big boy platform. You could monetize it, get paid, set it to be monetized or partially monetized, whatever you want to do.
You can do Patreon.
Yeah, but more people look at. I think Substack's like the more grown up one. Patreon's kind of like, I don't know. I like Patreon, but I love Substack.
Why don't you marry it?
Substack is all writing, though, right?
Sorry, Sean?
Substack's all writing and newsletters, right? No?
Yeah, no, you can do video on there too.
Oh, okay. I
know
video,
and then you can if you write it, you can. There's also a thing where you can have like it'll read the. There's an audio thing where like
The
it'll
transcribe type thing.
Yeah, it'll read the text for you too. So
Yeah.
if you're
That's
like doing
cool.
the dishes, you can listen to somebody's article.
Huh.
Not bad.
That's cool. All right, so she comes to have fun. Whatever.
Yeah.
And she's
Although they're very awkward about it, but sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is very weird. VPN. Oh yeah, VPN. Yeah, you can do a VPN.
There you go.
ExpressVPN. I see an ad for that every 5 milliseconds.
Oh God, yeah.
And if you type in any words, you'll get 3 months free. Like I mean, like there's so many. It's like if you type this, if you just type anything in, I bet you it's 3 months free because
type in my code to get this. Type in my.
Oh,
there's 1,000 different YouTube channels doing that ad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This scene's kind of wild. I like the ad that Swan knows he's up there basically. Like this is all just a setup for the Phantom to see what's happening. Hell, there's a camera right behind. I love the security cameras in this movie too, that they're giant fucking video cameras.
Yeah.
You know, it's just now we have these tiny little things, and these were like giant
state-of-the-art
state-of-the-art stuff.
Yeah.
And basically pretend I didn't see it.
Yeah, there's like this big huge camera behind him. He presses the thing too to like they're gonna be so funny about it. It's like
yeah. He's watching him watch him do this. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
He's watching it on Only Phantoms.
Only.
So where's the so here's where he tries to take care of business.
Right.
So he stabs himself, but he can't die because Swan has him in a contract.
Yes.
And it's just it's basically like the NWO for life.
Yep. For life, baby.
And it's like you're in the Swan SWO, the Swan World Order for life. So it's like, damn it. Anyway, so they get back in the thing here. So a Phantom looks. Oh, so here's where he sees. Okay, so he's gonna see the tape here. Okay, so this woman here says she used to date Swan, but she's older, and they're like, well, how can that be? And it's like,
she has a locket that has their early pictures.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the
it choppered right to Classic Comics' logo.
Yep.
Hey. So did you guys see that in the credits that Sissy Spacek painted some of these sets?
No, really?
I didn't know.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
On the interview with Brian De Palma, he said that like the sets were like they look really bright because it was literally wet paint. They would paint the sets the night before and start acting on them the next morning.
Okay.
Well, here's young Swan here.
Mm-hmm.
Total goof with his hair.
Short hair. For some reason, I like the long hair better now. For some reason, this looks so odd with the short hair.
The Silver Spoons.
Yes.
Yes. Here we are.
Was that Ricky?
Rick Schroeder.
Rick Schroeder, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of silver spoons, hoping to find.
I was going to say 8 is enough, but
8 is enough. Yeah,
that works too.
Because 8 is enough to fill our lives with love. There's a magic in the early. I know every theme song. Okay. Yeah. So here's the deal.
They're doing the deal,
and it's the mirror. The mirror. Yeah. They did the mirror trick, right? Where it's like the mirror starts talking back to him.
So he's talking back to him, and then we get this, where we talked about this Dorian Gray type thing. Was he talking about the video? You have to look at this video every day, because I thought it was a picture, like
it's
the real Dorian. So is it the video that we're? I guess technically not the video we're actually watching.
The contract is for the soul, and the video is for the eternal youth.
Okay, because there's a camera. Is that what he's pointing at behind him? Like he's videotaping his own death, because he's getting ready to commit suicide in this one. This is what he says. I'm so young, I don't ever want to grow old, so I'm going to kill myself, so I never have to go through that. but they show a camera behind him. So
Yeah.
it's not our perspective, it's this other videotape, and that's what the Phantom destroys, which is the Dorian Gray painting, basically.
Right. The video is the Dorian Gray painting, and the contract is the Faust contract.
And he has to watch this. Okay, so now here's where I'm going to be confused, because he says you will watch this every day, so you can. This is what's going to age,
right?
And you have to witness the fact it's aging. He's not old in this video.
No,
like, wouldn't he be older and older in this video because it's the thing that's aging? I know I'm probably
I understand what you're saying. Is the contract video this video, because he should be aging in? You know what, Charlie? I also don't understand, and I've watched this many times.
Well, it might be
things in Dorian Gray. If you look at it, it gets undone. So that's messing with my mind. But he's supposed to watch it, but he's not, unless they're just saying, if you continue to watch it, you will look like that in real life. So
it's unnecessary as a narrative thing, because he already has the contract. Just make that the weakness. Just if it gets destroyed or torn up or anything, so he has to protect it at all costs. Just make that the thing. Why is there this other thing with the video?
Yeah, so this is what I think it. Hold on. This is what I think it is. As long as he watches the video every day, he will remain the same age he was in the video. Okay. If he didn't watch the video for a year, he would age for a year. So as long as he watches it every day, he will not age that day. So if let's say he went out of town for 10 years, he would age 10 years. And then as soon as he watched the video, which he'd look the same, then he'd stop aging.
But I'm pretty sure the reflection tells him that now they're literally doing the Dorian Gray. And he goes, this video will age. So you will have to see what you would become.
If
he
does
weren't
like
doing
that. Yeah, he does say that. I think it's just a plot hole, a screw up.
It could be, but I'm glad I'm not the only one, because when they ripped the mask off him later, I was fully confused. Like, why does he look like he does right now? Like,
because then it's destroyed, and then it's like
I thought he was just like the Phantom was basically just causing chaos and just burnt everything. I never took it as that film reel was the actual thing that Swan had to look at. I thought that maybe would come up later in the final showdown.
Here's all the other contracts. So now we're seeing that he's taped them all. So it is the tape. No, Sean's right. Just have it be the contract. Like, who cares?
Yeah,
I do agree with that. You don't even need the Dorian Gray storyline in this. His contract could have been, you'll just stay young.
That's it.
That's what you get. I think they were just trying to be way too creative, because they throw in Frankenstein, they throw in the Hitchcock, they throw in all this stuff. It's just go ahead.
They're being a little too clever. You're right.
Yeah.
And I like this cool idea, but they didn't finish the idea appropriately. And that's why it's like whenever he rips that mask off and he's old, I thought he was a burn victim when he ripped the mask off. I'm like, so by burning the tape, did that burn? That would have made even more sense, that the contract was the tape and you burnt the tape and now it burnt his flesh,
So because the finale's coming up, everybody said that when they came to this last scene that's coming up, they ran out of money. So there was like a lot of stuff that had to be left out, and that's why the scene is mostly just silent. It's silent with music over it. So any drama or anything that was said or any plot wrap up or dialogue or whatever isn't in there because of the budget.
That may explain everything that I'm having a concern with. Maybe they intended to take it a little bit deeper with the Dorian Gray thing.
Right. So that's why it's just a big race to the end when it comes to this last scene.
It's basically like He-Man. It's like, just quickly have a quick fight and that's it.
Cut to black. The kids won't give a shit. What the fuck are you thinking, Cannon? Of course we're going to give a shit. We need a final battle. Especially when Skeletor yells, "Let this be our final battle." But I like the mask idea, because they've done this whole thing of no one can see him. They won't let him take pictures of him out in public. He's hidden himself.
There he is.
But doesn't look old to me. Looks like he was Freddy Kruegered. Just looks burned.
Well, maybe he got burned because the videotape was burned.
That's what I thought. That's why I was like, this whole photograph thing just fell flat for me. Like, let the tapes be somehow linked to the contract.
Yeah.
Now
if you're going to do Dorian Gray, then do it like Dorian Gray, because you're referencing it. Then my mind understands, okay, if you look at the thing, it's over. Like if it was a picture, then what's his face? Phantom would have just thrown a picture up in front of him. It's like, oh shit. Oh.
They should have, it should have been the mirror. It should have been the conversation he's having. Let his own reflection, that every time he looks in that mirror, he's older and older and older, and that he has to face his mortality every day. That's the whole thing. If you, however young you want to stay, just remember this is what you could look like. Even though he's desiccated.
They couldn't do the mirror because he's got like that hall of mirrors in his theater.
Well, just do the one specific mirror, the one he has the contract.
Yeah, just the one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know. There's a couple of ways I probably would have gone a little bit different, but it still didn't. It didn't make me not like this movie. Let me. Yeah. I did actually like this movie, but I also just watched it, so I have a lot of questions.
Yeah. So Charlie, I was going to ask you, now that we've talked about it for 2 hours plus, do you like it more a little bit?
I do, actually. I think I can appreciate it a lot more now that some of the pieces have been put together, and some of the questions I had were either answered or we all had the same question.
Yeah.
So it kind of validates what I saw and how I took it in. I just don't have the multiple viewings you guys have. Now, will I watch this movie again? Probably not.
Well,
I mean,
you also don't have the novelization, so
that's where I'm lacking. I really need to get the novelization. Do they have that in hardback? Because I'm a hardback man. I love to get those type of books.
So hardback lover.
I'm a hardback lover.
At the end title song is called "The Hell of It," and there's this little instrumental bit that goes ding, 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 ding.
Yeah,
on the commentary, they said that they had actually filmed a scene where they lower the coffin into the ground, and they had this little girl tap dancing to that music over the end credits. And I was like, man, that would have been a screwed up scene and really cool if they had left it in.
Tap dancing on your grave. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay,
I'm a little upset Beef died. I really wanted a spin-off.
I like Beef.
Yeah. I really like.
Well, he's roasted beef now, so
he's
roast beef.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just before we wrap up, we could talk a little bit just generic, but before we give our final kind of thoughts, what's everyone got going on? Sean, what have you got going on?
I uploaded a bunch of videos that will be released throughout the week. So tomorrow and Tuesday and Wednesday, I have Superman comics from 1958. So stay tuned for that. Thursday, I've got a go through of Tomb of Dracula #1. So I hope to do more of those heading into the spooky season. It's a cool comic. Gene Colan is amazing. His art is always incredible. And on Friday, I think I have a Game Boy #1. It was a comic that came out in 1990. One of the very first Valiant comics. This is pretty cool. So I hope to make more videos. So stay tuned.
All right, Charlie, what's going on in the podcast?
September is Nate and Pete's birthday month. So we kick it off with Pete's horror pick, and we're doing Empire, which later becomes Full Moon. We're doing Dolls. And let me tell you, you have not heard me gush about a movie more than me talking about Dolls, because I love that movie. It's one of my favorites. I
have that on VHS.
Oh, dude, I've got the Arrow box set release they just did. I love it. Yeah, J-Man, you're the one that got me where I could go. You got it cheaper than me, but I still got it on sale at one point.
But I bought Dolls twice, because I bought Dolls separately when it first came out, and then I got it again in that pack. I was like, well, you can't have too many copies of Dolls.
You can't, man. I absolutely adore that movie. So yeah, we've got their birthday month, so it's a lot of fun.
That's one movie where the guy, like, you're like, I kind of like this guy, I want him to survive, and then he does survive. You're like, hey, what the shit? I like that. And then you're kind of like, you know what? What the hell? It's a great intro horror movie. creepy, but not overly crazy.
We say that. So you have your entry level things, you know, like Frighteners and Beetlejuice and stuff like that. This is the movie you show them next.
Yes.
It ups it just enough. And also the guy that lives is Officer Duffy from RoboCop
Yeah.
2.
But
they do
he looked pretty scared to me. He looked pretty scared to me.
Those were my birthday sleepover party picks. So
yeah, Dolls and The Gate.
Oh, I love The Gate. Like, I got the steel book.
Those two,
love that movie.
Those two, that's another pretty. It's decent. It ups it a bit. It's not too crazy. Like
if you want to get them more comfortable with a little bit more gore, Dolls has more gore than I think people realize. It's why I'm like the first Puppet Master. I'm like, why did you like go way tame? You did Dolls. Why is Puppet Master 1 boring?
Yeah.
Then they put the logic of let's do what we did in Dolls for the rest of Puppet Master. And now it's, you know, masterpiece of movies. I don't care what anybody says. I love those, but it was a good conversation. And then we B Action that'll come out next Saturday will be Homefront with Jason Statham. We do a modern B Action movie. So I like that's a great movie too. So
that's a good one. Yeah.
A lot of stuff coming up.
All right. Ross?
I'm finishing up the Zen, the Intergalactic Ninja with Tomorrow Girl crossover. And then and then I have to give another reading for the Your graphic novel that they're working on. So hopefully that's going to be crowdfunded pretty soon. So
cool.
We're going to have to talk behind the scenes because I've got like a whole bunch of Your comics. I finally got my comps for you guys who have to pay horrible tariffs now. So
all right, we'll do. I've got we'll do the full comic the way Sean and I do it with sharing that. We can go through the whole thing if you want to. We'll figure out a day for that. Just the three, like just Sean, me.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Just the three of us. Yeah.
All right.
Classic comics. Well, thanks for picking this movie. What have you got going? What have you got going on? You're taking a break for a bit, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'll be on with you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
I guess for the Avengers. That's pretty much it. I might do another Trek Talk here in maybe another week and a half or so. That's about it.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So, any final thoughts? I mean, I like this movie. We don't really score the movies when we're doing this Circle of Iron. I don't see a point to it. I only score movies that are brand new in the theater where people are saying, should I go see this or should I not go see it? What are your thoughts before I go pay money? There's no point in scoring it here. This movie's old. Like, what am I going to say? I like, if you're scoring a movie, you got to be watching it at the time that it comes out. Right, because then you can score it amongst the movies that are out and what's the trend. It's hard to go back and be like, well, let me pretend I was back in 1974 before I was born. What were movies like? Like 77 Star Wars is a masterpiece. Well, it still is a masterpiece, but in 77, it's like a beyond your wildest imaginations masterpiece where this is the greatest thing that I've ever seen. Reviewing it now, that's why I don't like these like, let's go back and watch it. Go back and watch what? Like, oh, it was pretty good. I thought it was okay. Buddy, like, there was nothing like this in the universe before this thing came out.
They can't separate what they've seen beforehand that was definitely done more modern, better technology and more money. They can't separate that. Like, oh, well, it kind of falls flat right here. No, it didn't. It was top of its game when it came out. You know, I can appreciate this movie for what they did in 1974. This movie came out. This was really well done as far as director, photography, cinematically. You know, maybe we poked a couple of holes in it as far as story wise, but we also find that budget becomes a bigger considering factor when it comes to telling a story too. Like, we're out of time, speed it up. You should have got all your points in before, you ran out of money. And that comes across.
Also, rock and roll was not mainstream even yet. Like, there was no TV. There were like a few late night TV shows and maybe a musical guest on Saturday Night Live or some of the talk shows, and that was it. Kiss hadn't been a thing yet. So this was like completely uncharted territory, which could have been why it flopped, because like my mom and dad would not have gone to see this movie and my grandparents would not have gone to see this movie. So only like young people, like some of the younger boomers might have gone to see it.
This would have had to have been a lot more difficult to market back then, because you are talking about print ad, probably not. Maybe I'd be surprised if they ever even got it on broadcast television for a commercial for it.
I don't remember it ever showing on regular TV. I totally would have watched it had it been, but
right. So
it just played the cult. It played in revival houses and cult movie circuits, but I think theaters did a midnight screening, but it wasn't.
It's basically tailor-made cult movie. They made a cult. It's almost like like they made, like, now when you try to make a cult movie, it usually ends up being a bad movie because they're trying to make it cheesy or weird intentionally. Yes. But this is like a solid good movie that just automatically became a cult movie the millisecond it came out. It's like, this is just going to be a certain niche movie. Like, that's it. Like, it's not going to be big.
Today, sometimes we'll look at a movie and we'll ask the question, who is the audience for this movie? Where there's no obvious audience. And honestly, that is kind of the case with this movie. There's no real obvious, like, demographic you aim at.
You're right. It's making fun of the industry, so it's not really targeted to people that love music or rock and roll.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of satirical type movies that are coming out around this time, so you're not getting this against the establishment kind of audience that maybe want to watch this. You're right. I think it had no market to pander to, so it's just kind of like put it out there. And now when it disappeared, it was like, hey, do you remember that movie with that guy with the weird fucking mask on? That was wild. We should try to find that. And you're down at a video store later in the 80s going, I kind of remember when this came out. Let me try it now. Get that real underground talk movement about it to become a cult.
Yeah.
And I think Ross mentioned Kiss Meets the Phantom. The park. And those two are kind of that movie and this one are kind of linked, because when I saw this movie, it was right around the time that Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park was on TV.
Yeah.
So they're both kind of linked together in my mind.
But Kiss Meets the Phantom was so child friendly and it was aimed directly at children. By this point in their careers, Kiss were so child friendly and aimed at being marketed to children.
Yeah, they were becoming kind of a sideshow.
Right.
Well, that's when Gene really started to brand it. It was now becoming its own entity out there, and Gene just kind of went with it. Whatever was going to bring in the money.
Because even though even at the time they made this movie, most of Kiss's lyrics that weren't like the radio friendly hits were totally not appropriate for children. So but they were still being marketed to children. So that was the 70s, but it would probably Phantom of the Paradise would have been like for teenagers and 20-year-olds. But like you said, it's like the people who were making this movie, like Brian De Palma, was kind of too old to be hip to the scene at that point. You know what I'm saying? And even then, a lot of the songs are like, you got a 1950s, a 1960s throwback song. Paul Williams is mostly pop. It's not like really rocking, it doesn't sound like Fleetwood Mac or Aerosmith or whoever.
Sabbath or, when you start getting into the rock.
Would be considered hard rock at that time. Yeah. He's still too mild for that. So, yeah, it's a real anomaly, but I love it. I enjoyed watching it all over again this time.
Oh, here's Holy Mountain, Jodorowsky. So you can see it's already weird. Like, this is a scene. This guy walks this whole way up and talks to this guy, and that's Jodorowsky right there. I got to be careful of how I scroll because of.
There's a lot of nudity.
Yeah, so I got to be careful. But anyways, so we're definitely gonna have fun on that one. That's gonna be. I don't even know if I can chapter through it. And I just got Santa Sagra or whatever it's called, and I've got El Topo. I have to got all those. So those are the big ones. But anyways. Okay, so for tomorrow, Sean and I and Classic Comics are back for Earth's Mightiest Mondays. Tuesday, I'm on Wrestling with Horror, talking about Until Dawn. Wednesday, I think the Top Row is back for Firewalker on the Action Elite. and I like that movie. Whatever. Listen,
It's just fun.
It's not. There's not going to be this big deep dive. What we just did tonight is not happening with Chuck Norris and Lou Gossett Jr. and Dale Arden, Melody.
Dude, they should have made it. They should have called it Firewalker Texas Ranger.
Firewalker.
I guarantee you that joke is coming up Wednesday.
Yeah, that's gonna come up.
We also put the word out to bring your best Chuck Norris jokes into the
there's
chat.
Gonna be like
All
100
right.
of them.
Yep.
And then Thursday, I'm taking the night off, playing some Spelljammer, and then Friday back for Fantastic Fridays, and then Saturday taking the night off. Next Sunday's Imperious Rex. We're going to try to finish up 1962, and then we've got a He-Man stream coming down the line, and we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming in a couple of weeks on Circle of Iron. The real Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and a very good comic book movie. Maybe one of the best of all time. Very accurate to what it is, and the spirits there and all that.
What is it?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
The first movie. I think I saw that 3 times in the theater. I was like, wow. I forced everyone to go. I'm like, have you seen Ninja Turtles? No, we're going. Well, I'm not sure if my mom. I said, listen, I don't care. Like whatever you got to do, extra chores or whatever it is, just do it. And we're going. I think I ended up going 3 times. I ended up forcing, and then I ended up I was in Taekwondo. Our entire Taekwondo team went to go see it.
Yeah, for a comic book movie of that time, and for an indie comic book movie of that time. And for the fact that most people knew the cartoon and they chose to stick to the comic book.
Yes, we're going to talk about all that. Yes.
Those, it was amazing.
They didn't do the cartoon. I remember because I didn't have that comic. And I sat there. I was like, I was like, whoa, what? He's dead? Wait, I thought he is. I thought Yoshi was the rat. Whoa. What is going on in this movie? And then Shredder's like destroying people. I was like, whoa, yep. Shredder's the greatest thing ever. I'm like, literally, nobody beats Skeletor. That's obviously naturally true. But I was like, is Shredder like number 2? Like, this is insane. Anyways, we gotta save it. We gotta save it because
our 5 short years from when they first released the first issue in '84 and they had nothing. All the way up to a movie 5 years later. It's crazy.
Wow.
Wow. It's an American dream story.
It is.
We'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Because R is going to come on for that one. That's his pick. So
okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks guys for being on.
Sequel, though, or ever are we going to talk about the Secret of the Ooze?
I'm sure you're going to mention it. So
yeah.
Probably yes.
All right.
I saw them all in the theater, so it doesn't matter.
I like part 3.
I saw part 3 in the theater. All right. I don't hate it. Anyways.
I like it.
Yeah. So I got no problems with it. Okay. There's no Shredder. That's the problem. But that's really the only negative. But all right, guys. Thanks for being on. We appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for having us.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man. And he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.